That means it's the Man Cave right here on Geek Public Radio.
Hip.
Done breaking stuff.
I'm trying to
Not
tighten
even a
it
minute
down.
into it, you done broke stuff.
The hippity, the hip hop, hibby to the hip hoppy. You don't stop.
Rocking to the bang bang boogie to the
Up jump the
rhythm
boogity
of
beat.
the boogity bee.
So yes, this is the Man Cave.
Welcome to the Man Cave. All hip hop, all the time. No, just kidding.
I'm on the wrong damn show.
That would be if Crash came up here one day. It would probably be
Yeah,
all
right.
hip hop.
But talking about hip hop, our generation, I don't care what color you are, when NWA starts playing, you sing along.
Right.
I mean, seriously.
F the police coming straight from the underground. You're like, yeah, F the police.
Rolling in my street, rolling down the street in my 6'4".
But yeah, I noticed that. I thought that the other day because
Want nothing in life but to be legit. Don't quote me, boy, because I ain't said shit. But that's like some classic hip hop, though. It's like,
yeah,
and did everybody have the Two Live Crew "Nasty as They Want to Be" album?
I have it on the computer right now.
Right. It's like that was just like one of those things that you went and bought because
It was, they said you shouldn't.
you shouldn't. Yeah,
exactly. Oh, look, this has got a big, nice warning sticker on it.
A great big huge warning sticker
And booty.
and booties. Like, you're a
That
17,
just screams for a teenage boy to say, "Yeah, I'm buying that."
right? Right, half naked booties and parental warning.
Right?
Right, though. Yeah, I need to buy this album.
Rolling down, what's funny is like rolling down, like my grandmother took me shopping one day and she's like, "What do you want?" So I picked out CDs that I wanted and she was like, "Well, listen to them." I was like, "No." And she's like, "Why not?" So she like opens one up and sticks like Public Enemy in. Apocalypse 91.
Yeah.
And grandma was like listening to Public Enemy driving down the road.
Nice. Is that back in the day when it was like, fight the power? Yeah, boy. That shit was dope. Like, and Grandma was like, that shit's dope. Yeah, Grandma, it is. But, yeah, it's like, but back then it was,
And I don't know anybody who couldn't rattle off a little bit of Too Short.
right?
Especially cuss words.
Yeah, you. Can I ask you a question? Do you like? Oh, you want me to talk to you like that? Would you like to make love? Yeah.
I was walking down the street and I had to stop.
Have you
Ghetto
heard of this
Boys.
stuff, the stuff that's popular lately?
It's like they're reverting back to the 90s.
No, if they've got to mumble.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take letters out of words and
We'll just
move
run
shit around.
We'll run all the words together,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
nobody can understand what we're saying.
Right?
So I looked at Sherry today. One of them songs come on. I was like, I hope he doesn't talk like he sings, because there ain't no way in hell he's going to communicate with anybody.
No.
The Great Mushmouth is on the radio.
Well, back in the 90s, I was at MoFab Metals over in Anderson.
Mhm.
And I was in there picking something up. And
Ouch.
there was a kid up there. And he looks at him, and he's in line in front of me. He's like, "You make me dating?" That's how he said it. This lady's behind the counter. She's like, "What was that? You made me dating?" She's like, "What?" And this he keeps doing it. And
So
he starts getting mad. And there's another guy he's behind the desk in there too, and he's listening to it. And the lady starts laughing. And this kid's getting madder, so this guy stands up, and he's laughing too. He said, "What are you trying to say, son?" He said, "Can you fix my dating?" He's like, "Why didn't you say that in the first place?" I'm standing behind him laughing. The lady behind the counter is laughing, but he said it like 5 times, mumbling. And then, like I said, when no one could understand him and everybody laughed at him, he thought, "Well, I guess I can speak English."
Right? Well, I'll hand that around.
But yeah, don't tell me it's a. I don't know. It's like you know how to speak the language, you just choose not to.
Right? So then after NWA, they kind of like broke apart, and you had the whole like
Easy. He did a couple.
yeah, Eazy-E and
Dr.
like
Dre.
Ice Cube had their like little back and forth.
Yep.
Then Eazy-E was not really good with his money and ended
Damn
up broke
right.
and
Damn right,
dead.
it was a good day.
All right. So
I liked the Predator album. That was a good album.
but
A little bit of Ice Cube, the Predator.
yeah.
And now he's in Disney movies.
Right.
Yeah.
We there yet? No, shut the fuck up.
I tell you, he was there yet. Shut your damn mouth.
Even though I do have to say Friday was like
Yeah.
one of the funniest.
Don't care who you are.
You got knocked out,
You should have. You bought him when you should have weed.
right? Yeah, it's
I
like,
steal, but I don't kill.
right.
Damn it! You said you wouldn't tell nobody.
Yeah. You said you won't tell nobody. I ain't gonna tell nobody else.
It's like, now, how in the world you going getting fired on your day off?
What you stealing boxes for? You building a fort?
You building the fort?
Yes.
But,
The next Friday wasn't necessarily that good. I mean, it was good, but it wasn't
Is
that
I-
good.
Yeah, I don't know if I watched anything. Any of them after
Friday
that.
after next, it kind of watered down after that.
Yeah. The like next Friday, I think the things that saved it was the Joker and Baby Joker, right?
I'm sure you my Aztec warrior, Holmes.
That's right.
Grr.
Don't make fun of my Aztec warrior. That was just funny.
Solo opened last night, right?
What's that?
Solo.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's somewhere on the interwebs where you can watch it.
Yeah. Well,
But we don't condone those actions.
it was they showed some family on I think it was on the news this morning, and the guy and his wife, and he had them all dressed up, and even the kids and the dog and this, that, and the other. And it's like, I can understand you being into something, but are your kids eventually going to grow up to hate you because you made them do this stuff? Or
Right.
maybe your kids don't like it.
Well, you never know.
Yeah,
I don't force my daughter to watch anything that she doesn't want to.
Like all the kids that grew up with, like the parents who were out in the woods and doing all that. Like, man, you kept taking me out and doing all this stuff. And I hate hunting. I hate fishing. I hate all this stuff. This just rid of. And you're gonna be like, I hate Star Wars. Totally different aspects now.
Well, for me, it was more
I hate
like
being a geek.
my daughter's like, yeah, I like the Transformers. I'm like, oh yeah, well, we have this classic cartoon channel on the Roku. We can watch all the Gen 1 Transformers cartoons. She's like, shut the front door.
did they have the movie on there too?
No, it was just all the series.
Just a series.
So we watched all of that, and she was quite enthralled. She's like, oh my god,
That's what I might do
oh my
Monday.
gosh.
We watched. I've been watching the remake of Voltron with Brittany.
The new season comes out this month.
Okay, well I still got to finish the last season.
Right.
'Cause we got most of it done, and then got busy,
Yeah.
and then really haven't had a chance to start again.
We watched up until the prince and the princess are like working together to go find some sort of magic.
Okay, yeah.
Alte and
No, I have seen that part. I've seen that one. I think maybe one after that I watched it.
yeah, I'm up to like that one.
I'm not too far in front of you then.
Yeah. But it's been really good.
It surprised me, really.
Like finding out Pidge was a girl. That was kind of interesting.
Yeah, and her brother and her dad.
Yeah. I was just kind of like, I don't think she was a girl in the original, but okay.
Yeah.
More power to you. But yeah, You got to rotate, Woody. When you're
Pass,
done with
pass,
that, you got to pass.
pass.
You got to pass. Yeah, it's like
No,
sip.
it's sip, sip, pass.
Sip, pass.
You're messing up the rotation.
Right? I'm about to open up this Rethinker.
It's a blueberry mead.
Ooh.
It's got to be better than PB&J.
Oh. PB&J. Oh
The
my
last
God.
That was
blueberry
horrid.
we had, was like really good. So this is a new company for us.
If you haven't noticed, here on the Man Cave, we have this theme where, like, for the first hour and a half, we
Sometimes whole show.
It depends.
Depends. We drink stuff.
Copious amounts of stuff.
Rethinker. I'm just glad I know how to make it.
Yeah,
So are we.
considering how much money that I spent on research.
Any good? I'm holding your opinion.
It's not bad. It's a lot better than PB&J. It's like a beer with a hint of blueberry.
Okay, then those bubbles.
Yeah. Like it's like a... It's like beer, and then you get the blueberry aftertaste.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not.
So, I also need to get over to my grandpa's house. He's got a bowling ball for me. So maybe I can go bowling with Woody, and he can give me some pointers.
Right. Well, you're bowling with us, aren't you?
I planned on it. I found the...
That's not as good as the other blueberry we had, but it's not bad.
yeah.
How many you drank before you tried the last blueberry? Because that affects on how good they are.
Right.
So far, I've drank every mead commercially available in Muncie.
Wow.
$266 later.
I don't think this is a mead. I guess it is a mead. Sure doesn't taste like it.
Like I said, $266 later. We still have a refrigerator full of Moonlight. That's the only company we haven't opened yet. I still have a refrigerator full of Moonlight meads and
That's
the Viking Blood.
that's why they probably put a whole bunch of hops in it, because it says water, blueberries, honey, hops, sulfites, and sorbate for preservation.
Now would they do the hops to help control better?
I don't know. I think in a mead, most of the time, if it has hops or something in it, it's more for flavor. And that's why it tastes like a beer with blueberries in it.
So they didn't want
Betcha.
a mead, they wanted a beer and just added some honey to make it a mead.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. But, I don't know. It's not bad. Yeah, but I get more like a blueberry beer.
So far, I'm just going to stick with the quarters.
Right, Coors,
I like
Coors
that.
Light.
I can't drink that stuff, and the meads are, while expensive,
You can have it at least.
I can drink it. And
Yeah.
like the Viking Blood, amazing. Like
And-
that was really good. Did you try it last time we had it up here?
No, I wasn't here when I had it up the last time.
Okay.
Oh man.
Because it didn't last long. It was
don't-
at
But I don't
Gone.
think the Vikings blood has that much hops in it though.
no, it doesn't.
Um,
Like I said, that's a little sharper
yeah.
than the other stuff we had.
I think the Vikings blood has more of the like that wildflower. I forget what the flower is now.
Hibiscus.
Yeah, I think it has more of the hibiscus
Mhm.
flavor than it does the hops. I think the hops are just there to give it like a little bit of something
Punch-
else.
A punch in the bracket.
And I don't know.
The like I said, we got the Viking Blood, and then I'm going to refill the growler
Nice.
eventually. It's like
Can
35.
you take the other growlers over and
I don't think they'll fill other people's growlers, but
call
at least
and ask them?
it's because like I have 3 64-ounce growlers. Can you fill them all?
Even though they're not all from
Right.
there.
Got one from
I think they're not-
Zwanzig's down in Bloomington or
and-
Columbus.
And that's the thing, though, is they might not care because they're selling their product. It's like, I'm coming to you because I prefer your product.
Right. And we didn't even get product in the Zwanzigs. I just bought the growler. Because some of the beers we drank weren't, and it's a microbrew.
Yeah.
They brew their own, they make their own sodas and root beers and like everything they do is all in-house.
Yeah.
And I don't know how the sodas were tasting, but the beers were, a couple of them were, and others were like, ugh.
Right.
Angie was looking at beer steins where she's at right now.
Yeah.
Like cheap one was $200.
Oh, Jesus.
$5.50.
Right.
Oh, 64 ounces for $5.50.
Yeah, she's looking at fancy beer steins.
Oh,
Hey,
it's like the flip-up lids. And
Probably, I don't.
I have a whole bunch of those. If you want them, you can have them.
She never sent me a picture of them. She seen the price, and I guess that was good enough to say, screw that.
Right.
She asked me if I want anything. I was like,
Not for that price.
No, not really.
No, I'm pretty happy with what I get. And what's funny is, like, my wife will be like, "You're so hard to buy for Christmas." I'm like,
Beer.
well, you can look in the freezer and see what my favorite wine yeast is.
I already know what I'm getting you this year.
You know, it's like
One of those of Wolf's Head.
it's like I can always use corks. You know, buy me 200 bags of corks. That'd be perfect because I can use
200
it for my
bags
hobby.
of corks or a bag of 200 corks?
Like, I think they only come in 100.
Okay, so it'd be
So
two
like
bags.
100.
Okay,
remember-
'cause, like when when you said that, I had my brain went. Did he just said like 200 bags of corks?
200 bags of corks.
That'd be
Lord.
2,000 corks.
I'd probably go through them.
Probably.
Considering I'm when I go to start bottling, I'm going to need probably 120 corks here coming up soon.
Oh, when everything
And
starts
we're gonna
coming good at
record
the same
this, right?
time.
Yeah.
And we're going to record this, right? The bottling?
We can do the
Or at least some of it, like show the
yeah. What we'll probably do is we'll do the bottling of the dragon's blood because that's like next. And
Dragon's blood.
yeah, it's really good.
You got a grape and a strawberry coming up too, ain't you?
The grape, the like kind of blushy grape, will be. They're all pretty much. They're all really, really close. The blueberry is still hanging in there, bubbling. I went through the other day and like stirred them all, because sometimes if you like stir up the leaves at the bottom, you'll still have a little bit of active yeast. So I stirred them up real good, and I got maybe like another day's worth of bubbling out of it. But I think that was just degassing. Getting rid of the last bit of carbon dioxide in the bottle. And so the dragon's blood is, I think it's about as clear as it's going to get. I've never, this is my first time doing it, so it might be one of those things that,
It
you
doesn't
know,
clear up.
yeah, and the next time I make it, it might clear out great.
Yeah.
You know, it just, who knows? Just like the pear. My first batch of pear cleared out pretty good. The second batch, not so much. But I am experimenting with the clay and the sparkleoid. Just because I don't want to use the Cheeto sand, because it's shellfish based.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I don't
got
wanna-
shellfish allergies.
Right. The last thing I want to be like, hey, try my wine. Somebody like takes
How the
a
hell did you get shellfish
glass
in
of
wine?
and it's like they all poof up and everything, and I'm like, oh my god, are you allergic to shrimp and lobster, shellfish?
Did you get the goddamn water from a crab boil or what? You asshole.
Right. So I'm trying to, think about, how I do things. But the that clay, like I said, I put that stuff in, and it wasn't later that night. You could see all the stuff at the bottom.
Where it just settled it.
Yep. And then I racked it off, and I don't have any more stuff settling. So I think it's just going to be kind of
as good as it
cloudy.
gets.
Yeah. And that's all right, because that stuff will probably be drank before the end of the summer anyway. It's going to be one of those that every get together we have this summer, I'll probably have to bring a couple of bottles because people will want it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, like, hey, we'll drink this, and I'm all about it, because that's one of my favorite things. I've said it a lot of times, but I really like making the stuff because I go hang out with my friends. I can bring some, and we can all enjoy it. And it's nice to be able to have a hobby that I can enjoy with all of my friends.
We enjoy having a hobby.
Yeah, we enjoy your hobby tremendously.
And
it makes like a
In
day.
fact, I think I'm being forced to get into it.
and it makes a day like today, like all of the build up for the last 3 days of working on that the radio stuff. Like it's like okay, now I'm good.
Right. Well, and
relax.
Today wasn't bad for me. I went and
You didn't have to put up a whole antenna in 2 hours before you get charged another $400.
Yeah, no,
right.
I cleaned up the yard and bought myself a present and
nice.
went wandering around with the kids because I won't see them after Tuesday for a month.
Yep.
So
They're going to the Bundesrepublik.
Yep. So me and them went to wandering around and
I didn't do a whole lot because I was afraid to.
collapse.
Yeah. Well,
there's
Wednesday, it was just kind of like, oh man, this sucks. I got to go pee, and it's like I couldn't really use my right leg for hardly anything. So it's like I was like pushing myself up, and I pushed myself up enough to get around onto like the ottoman thing I propped my leg up on because it's taller than the couch, and it's like easier for me to push off of that and push up with my left leg to get up. And I'm like, okay, no more water, no more tea, no more nothing for the rest of the night. To try to keep my up and down off the couch like to a minimum. And then, thank God, my parents came over, and my mom took the little one, and my dad brought his truck over because it was easier for me to push up and get on the seat
Then it was to sit down.
Yeah. So because then I could turn
What's
sideways.
He driving now, anyway?
Like a 2000 something 3/4 ton 4-wheel drive jobby. Yeah. He's had it forever. He did finally trade in his old. He had my grandma's old Impaler. He finally traded that in because it was nickel and diming him. He's just like, you know what? And it was always the same 2 parts.
Really?
Yeah. The ABS was acting up.
Yep.
And so he'd have to replace the front hubs. And he'd drive it for a few months. 6 months, 9 months, it'd start up again. It didn't matter which. He could buy the cheap ones, same amount of time. He could buy the expensive Timken AC Delco ones, same thing. So he was like, well, it's probably starting to have wiring issues, and I'm going to trade it. So
deuces.
Right. He's like, I'm to the point now I don't want to work on shit. So he traded in on a Equinox.
Oh, it was nice.
Yeah, and he's like, I leased it because I don't have to drive back and forth to work and worry about the mileage anymore. And he's like, and in 2 years, I trade it for another lease vehicle and have me a brand new car and don't have to work on it.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't blame you one bit. I'm going to try to get to, like, this fall. Like, I've been playing around and, like, looking on Copart, where you, like, buy wrecked cars, rebuildable cars and things. And I've been seriously thinking about buying one of those Chevy Volts.
Oh, the electric car?
The gas electric.
Gas electric.
They get like 60 some miles a gallon.
Yeah.
And I saw like a wrecked one. It needed like bumper, headlight, fender. And there's like the inside support little piece that the headlight kind of bolts to.
Mm-hmm.
The hood looked repairable because it looked like it just kind of like bent down a little bit. And
Press a wrench and a hammer to fix it.
right. And the thing sold like for $700. Then with like the fees and everything, would have cost me $1,100. And it was like 2010.
Oh wow, that ain't bad.
Like, yeah, if I get something like that, and get my side of the garage cleaned up, it's like, my garage is heated. I can go out there and tinker on it all winter.
Yeah.
Drive it out someplace and have the 3 pieces painted on it, and then boom.
What's the next step on the Suburban?
I have half of the intake off. I got all the parts where I can finish, like, disassembling it, because half the time chasing down like the right tools to do something is. So I went over to my dad's and borrowed a distributor wrench and when he was working at Delco, he made a big, huge honking plate steel about like that.
Mm-hmm.
Big, huge honking nut and screw he made for it. Harmonic balance puller.
Yeah.
It's like, it's one of those that you bolt to it, and the harmonic balancer goes, no, please no.
No.
Yeah, no.
It's all right.
He's not home. So I borrowed that. So once I get that balancer off, get the distributor out, it's just like the 12 bolts to pull the intake. And at that point, it's...
Pull stuff out and put stuff in.
Yeah. But I do, like, every day I go out and do something. Like the other day I went out and drained the radiator and got the radiator hoses off of it, and and then today I'll probably go home and get the water pump off of it, and probably pull out, because I found me a cardboard box I can slide my push rods in so I don't get them mixed up.
Yep.
I'll probably do the push rods and the water pump and get the harmonic balancer off, and then sometime tomorrow it'll be intake, timing cover. At that point I can pull all the lifters and everything out, because
it's all opened up then.
yeah, it'll be done. So,
And then you're going to take that thing I'm going to give you tonight and mount it to your car, correct?
more than likely, because I want to get that mounted. I want to get my
You're gonna fight hell trying to figure out where to mount it. 'Cause
No.
it's huge.
my old JCPenney radio.
Oh no, I haven't got that yet. But I got the antenna for you. He gave you an antenna.
Oh, that's going to go on the back bumper.
Yeah, because it's a 102-inch steel whip that's sitting down there, just ready to go.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah,
here,
that'll,
that'll go perfect on the Suburban.
right, and it's going to go on the bumper. I'll drill a hole in the bumper and the top flat part of it, and it'll bolt there. And if not, then I will manufacture a bracket,
Like
kick it
buy
out.
one. I'll build one.
Yeah, well, bye.
What is this B word you're talking about? That's cursing.
I'll manufacture a bracket that bolts in where the bumper bolts to the frame, kick it out the side, and I'll mount it straight out the side, so I can open up the doors. All depends on how far the doors open, how much work I'm going to have to do. And then we'll just run that antenna wire up and in there, and I'll have to get a hold of.
See, you're in a better position because you could literally run.
What's that?
The coax.
Coax.
You can literally run that from your bumper along the frame, tap a hole, and bring it up wherever you want because you don't owe a payment on that vehicle.
It'll probably go up, it'll probably go up in the back. So I'll probably mount the antenna. The coax or whatever will get copious amounts of dielectric grease, so it doesn't freeze up and corrode. And then I'll probably do like a 1/2-inch hole because I can get a 1/2-inch rubber plug, maybe a 1-inch rubber plug. So that's a pretty good size. Do a 1-inch hole and just put it up in there and seal it with. Once I get it all done, I'll seal it up with just some black RTV and run it up. I just need to get my JCPenney radio.
And I should be getting that this weekend.
Awesome.
The JCPenney.
Yeah.
JCPenney.
I'll mount that. I'll mount my trailer brake. Run my wires in the back for my.
Because you have a whole lot of people that, excitedly waiting your return to the Citizen Band radio.
Oh yeah. I wish I still had my little linear amplifier I had back in the day. I was sitting. That thing was awesome because I had that Wilson 1000 antenna, and with that linear and that janky JCPenney radio, I got off work in Westfield, and I was talking to Injection Man here in town from Westfield in my car.
I never got that far into it.
It was pretty awesome. That's the furthest I talked to anybody while being mobile. But yeah, it'll get mounted probably to the front of my center console, and it'll be awesome. This will be cool. Awesome. Thank you,
you
sir.
get out there around. It used to be you get out there around Red Gold and they try to tell you this is our channel. No, it's not. You can't have a channel.
Right?
It's Citizens Band. It's all.
You need to get off of here. We're trying to talk to our trucks. So am I.
This is our channel. Prove it. Show me the paperwork where the government granted you full and only access to this channel.
Mm-hmm.
Because I guarantee you can't. This will be awesome. And once I get my tower out at the house, I'll see if my whip is any better than.
You still gotta get the tower up.
Yeah, I gotta go pick up the tower.
That was one of the things I messaged him. I said, "Hey, we have the lift, so if you want it, we could literally just do that, boom, up."
Right.
And he was like, "I hurt myself."
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was one of those things. It was quite unexpected for me to just be like, do, step into my house. Oh, God, I'm dying.
And I fell on my face. I am not sure why I fell on my face.
But it did.
Do you want to know a stupid simple trick when you're trying to back a trailer up?
Okay.
Use your hand on the bottom.
Put your hand on the bottom of the steering wheel.
Well, I didn't do too bad.
Well,
I haven't done it in so long that the last time I actually tried was launching a boat in a U-Haul truck.
Yeah, you
Oh,
told me.
Jesus.
We heard that story.
Yeah, so like
You can't see the boat, which is
Right.
makes it damn near impossible.
So it's like you can't see the boat until it's way one way or way the other. It's like, ah,
Well,
crap.
my feet are wet. I guess we're back far enough.
But I didn't do
You got
too
them
bad.
piling up here, Brian.
Oh.
You need to sit, pass.
What I did was it took me a couple. I backed in, had to pull forward to line it to get it back straight, and then pull back up, and then line it back straight, and then I think it took me 3 times of pulling forward to get it lined up to park it
Do you know
dead
why
center.
you put your hand on the bottom of the steering wheel?
Because it's easier to.
No, because if you want to go right, move your hand right.
Mhm.
If you want to go left, move your hand left. You know what it's doing. You're actually
Yeah.
going the opposite direction. Like,
Right.
But yeah, you put your hand on the bottom of the steering wheel, it makes backing up easier. Especially if it's someone doing it for the first time, because everybody's up here and they look in the mirror, like, oh, I got to go right, so they go like that. No, you don't do that. But when you put it down here and you go right, you're actually turning the steering wheel left. So, yeah, it's just one of them stupid little tricks. If you ever have problems, remember.
Yeah,
tell
it was one of those things that I was like, okay, because I was messaging around because I didn't have a lot of confidence. I will say that in when I was in my ability at that time. But one time I was like, screw this, I'm going to do it. And like Stafford was like, no, all right, now go forward and straighten her up. So we and landed at dead center. Extended the things, they all landed on this concrete, so everything was perfect. And
Yeah,
Nope.
a lot of times you got a spotter. It helps a whole lot.
yeah,
My uncle had a big, like, Class C motorhome, so basically like U-Haul, and he went fishing all the time. To save, trying to back his boat into the water to launch it, he actually built a hitch behind his front bumper,
Yeah.
and he could put his slug in it, lock it into place, hooked his boat to it, and then he just drove forward down into the water, launched the boat, backed out of the water with the trailer, was done.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I was like, it's like, well, I can't see the damn boat back here. It's like, well, I'd be amazed if you could see the boat back
Yeah.
there.
right.
Yeah.
That's why everything comes with backup cameras now.
Yeah. I'm seriously
And
thinking
it
about.
still doesn't help you see behind the trailer.
No,
It just
No.
lets you know that, hey, you're getting ready to jackknife this thing right into the side of your truck.
and damage,
Or you get lucky like Jim and have the guy who,
and just leave it down.
you leave the tailgate down. Why am I staring at the hitch? Doesn't even. Oh,
I've been looking at the Android-based like entertainment centers for like your car or whatever, because you can get them in like the den and a half, double den size that fit
Yeah.
the GM, just right in, and you can load like it'll play like jump drives and SD cards and everything.
I had to go with the regular size, but it gave me the Bluetooth, the
Yeah.
auxiliary, all that stuff, and I was like, I'll take it.
Well, the one I'm looking at has like the sensor backup. You run the wire to like your reverse,
yeah.
like shifter or whatever.
Do you have to run anything back to the bumper?
Yeah, it's like one like a RCA, like one RCA cord,
Yeah.
and then like it was like $25. It was a license plate frame,
Yeah, that had a camera in it.
camera in it, and I'm just like, you know how handy that would be if I'm backing up to hook up to one of the horse trailers.
Oh, it's real nice when you're hooking to a trailer.
It's like I could just back up to the trailer. It wouldn't have to be like do bong. Okay, pull forward a few inches. I'm
Yeah.
there. You know, I could be like,
Oops, I
I'm
knocked the
getting
trailer
close.
over. Now I got to reline.
Right. I'm there. Yeah. So that's why I'm thinking about investing in all that, because I'm kind of lazy.
We got it on the Acadia because it just came with it,
Yeah.
and it's great in parking lots.
I can imagine. It's like
I use it most in parking lots. Most of the time, backing out of the driveway, I don't even look at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get in a parking lot. Yeah, it's nice.
Driving your wife to school or whatever those few days,
Mm-hmm.
it about freaked me out because I put it in reverse and I'm looking in the mirror and all of a sudden it's like it showed up on the screen. I'm just like, I'm trying to figure out what I need to be looking at to back up your car up out of the driveway. I'm just like, this isn't normal. I need a safe place.
Yeah. You still use the mirrors. It's not going to tell you if anything's next to you. But yeah, it's real nice.
But actually, that right there was a whole bottle of wine. Like,
It's nowhere close to a whole bottle now.
yeah. Well, I will take all of the stuff that's at the bottom of the 5-gallon jug, and I pour it into a 1-gallon jug, right? Mm-hmm. And that settled even more, right?
So you get more final product.
And I got a whole another bottle of wine out of the 1-gallon jug that the lees settle into the way to the bottom. I'm like, fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bonus bottle of wine. I got my squeegee out and threw it in the fridge like I know what I'm taking tonight. But
And we appreciate it.
this is the last bit of the orange creamsicle. So I'm going to have to make some lemon drop and orange creamsicle.
Well, like I said, we will videotape that.
I prefer the lemon drop. Of course, I don't like oranges, so I'm not
Hey.
turning that down. But
I was like, hey, you know what? Both taste amazing.
I think if I can remember, I need to write it down. I'm thinking about seeing if I can't find like a big, huge.
if you got to remember to write it down, you're fucked.
Well, it's the grocery shopping day,
Oh.
so I'm thinking about picking up a bottle of honey and enough to at least try like the pineapple. Because I have
Nice.
all that pineapple juice I need to do something with.
Right?
Make alcohol out of it.
Exactly.
We've talked about that
Yeah.
for 3 weeks.
Yeah. So I'm going to try my hand at the. So I think my first mead venture is going to be
A pineapple mead.
pineapple mead.
Now I know if you go to, I don't really check all the places, but if you go to some of the fancier grocery stores, but I know Jungle Jim's because the place has just got everything.
Yeah.
It's got like pick whatever kind of flour you want, and that's the honey.
Yeah.
I mean, you can choose anything, and you know, it definitely all tastes different. Like I said, the best stuff we ever had was
Yay.
a guy
Kill
had a
it.
little cabinet built out in front of his house on 40,
Yeah.
and it was the honor system. You go up there, you take a bottle of honey, you throw your $5 bill in it,
Nice.
leave it in a little box. It's the best thing I've ever had in my life. And then Angie threw it away because she put it in the fridge or something like that, and it looked like crystallized or something. And then after she threw it away, somebody told her, you just put that in the microwave and it turns back to honey, right?
Yeah, like honey
Uh-huh.
hardly ever goes bad.
It's
Honey-
the only thing that won't go bad.
Right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like really hard for it to be, like it'll
They-
sit there for years.
When they opened up the pyramids,
There was still honey.
there was still honey, and once you got through like the top layer that had crystallized real bad, it was still honey in the bottom of the jars.
Yeah, that's the
Can
only
you
food that
imagine how long it's
they
been
consider
sitting
that.
there?
They consider that the only food that doesn't spoil.
Yeah. So all you got to do is warm it up a little bit. You put it in the microwave for 5 seconds, stir it.
Yep.
A few more seconds, stir it. It comes back.
But yeah, she got rid of it, and then somebody told her, you just put that in the microwave, right? She's like, damn it.
Really?
Yeah. It
I
doesn't-
told her, I was like, I don't know. This ain't like the stuff you buy in the bear jar at the grocery store.
We literally had like a homemade honey or like the home whatever honey, a jar of it for 7 years,
Yeah, the natural stuff that's not
Yeah.
processed and
and it was just like,
stuck through a factory and everything
Yeah.
it's still good.
else. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
So-
what do you want in an apocalypse? A jar of honey.
But yeah, that stuff, you just
Right.
bake a bunch of biscuits, pour honey on top of the biscuit. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. That's like my favorite thing to do. Like when you go to KFC, you get like the two-piece meal or whatever.
Yep, get the honey biscuit.
And you ask for some extra honey. You get the 2 pieces and the biscuit. You put some honey and some butter on that son of a bitch.
Oh, yeah.
Now I'm hungry.
That makes me think of another old school hip hop song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the old school Sir
Buttermilk
Mix-a-Lot.
biscuit, yeah.
Buttermilk biscuits.
Buttermilk biscuits, yeah, it's good.
Give me them 6 of them suckers with grits and eggs. Feels good. It's like, and then there's like that my hoopty rolling tailpipe dragging. Talking about driving around. It's like, you ain't Mix-a-Lot. Mix-a-Lot's got a Benz.
I think everybody drove a hoopty at one time or another.
Everybody had to drive a
Yep.
hoopty at one time. Hell, I mean, if you look at my car, it's still kind of a hoopty. I can fit like 6 or 7 dead hookers in the trunk of that thing.
You're like with the last of the hoopties right there.
Yeah.
That was the final gasp of the...
Yep, 96 was actually the final gasp of the full-frame, rear-wheel drive,
Yep.
big honking Chevrolet full-size sedans. And we already do a bunch of work to it.
And like Dad said they decided that we'll just make front-wheel drive and they'll have to buy front-wheel drive. It's like, nah, they'll switch to Mercedes and BMW and the manufacturers still make rear-wheel drive thing. They can still buy those cars, you dumbasses.
Yeah.
There's nothing
Right.
that says they have to buy just a GM.
Right? And what did guys start doing? They started buying short bed, regular cab pickups.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, now they're not making, from what I'm hearing,
They're getting rid of the regular cab.
yeah, no regular cab. You either have to get small 4 doors or big 4 doors.
Well, it almost seems like the last few years, if you see a regular cab, it's a rare occurrence.
Yeah, I told that to a guy who walked out. He had a brand new Chevy, short bed,
Standard cab.
regular cab, 4-wheel drive. I'm like, sir, you are driving a unicorn. He's like, yeah, he's like, you know how long it took me to find a regular cab, short bed, 4-wheel drive truck? He's like, there's a reason why
years later.
Yeah, he's like, there's a reason why it's black. I wanted a gray one, so it wouldn't show the scratches and everything, but I could only find one in black.
Yep.
Yeah. So, all right, this is the Man Cave. You're not hearing from him, but we got Woody like standing in and
No pad.
Yeah, he's just
No
chilling
panic.
out, listening and nodding and having a good time with
and
just
going
the stories.
And enjoying the stuff that Bill brings.
Yeah.
We
Brian,
all enjoy the stuff that Bill brings, but
Yeah.
we'll be
For the
back
very
after
best.
these messages and a couple songs. And
To enjoy more.
Yeah, and this
Right.
is the Man Cave.
You're listening to the Man Cave right here on Geek Public Radio with your hosts, Pat Brooks and Bill Maddox. You can find out more by checking out the Facebook page, facebook.com/GPR The Man Cave. And now, our hosts, Pat and Bill.
I take all the empty bottles home so I can put more tasty beverages in them.
I don't blame you. I would
Yeah,
put
but
it
you
in
bring
me.
recyclable shit. Like, really recyclable shit.
Right.
Like, clean it out and it's ready to go.
Well, let me
Right.
see. Like, I can boil these, and we're good to go. All right.
Hell,
I
who
don't
needs to
really
boil
boil.
it? You're just adding more alcohol. It'll kill all the shit in there.
It's usually just like a sink full of like a little bit of bleach water, just down in there and
Let it set. And
let it sit.
So, since all this is going on, you said that we were going to film
Yes.
for the Roku channel,
Yes.
making of
the bottling of.
for the first part. The first thing we're going to film
Yeah. The first thing we're probably going to do
is the
is
moonshine stuff.
like the
You get us all arrested. Well, you not get me arrested because my ass won't be there.
well. How they
Well,
can't?
it's not for sale.
Oh,
It's for home
no, you
consumption.
can't. No, you can't make
at all.
moonshine.
You can't?
No.
No.
I thought it was like you were able to
No.
distill your own alcohol
No.
as long as you didn't sell it.
No,
Nope.
it is illegal for you to distill any alcohol.
Okay.
I can make all the beer. I can make 500 gallons of wine, 500 gallons of beer per person, like legal drinking age. But the BATF says no to distill spirits.
But if you add flavors to moonshine that was already made, that you don't have to say where it come from.
Right.
You can cook up
It might
lemon
be
drop,
for-
or you can cook up.
It might be for like testing purposes. I put some vodka in some jars just to make it look like I'm making moonshine.
Or, there's plenty of moonshine that they pay the tax stamp, and you can buy on the shelf right now.
Right.
So
maybe I went and bought some.
Right?
Yes.
Well, no, because there's a whole bunch just right over here that I've thought about. Ooh, I wonder if this flavor.
Oh, for a minute there, I thought you were trying to impersonate Nixon. I didn't know if you had doing that or something to say.
I am not a crook.
It's for. I just put this vodka in some, ball jars for theatrical purposes.
This is water.
All right, it's
Spring
all
water.
It's all theatrics. It's smoke and mirrors. We're just making a movie here.
Like when they take pictures and the milk's not really milk.
You like that little sign? This is for theatrical purposes.
Later for consumption, but for right now it's theatrical purposes.
Right now it's just theatrical purposes. Yeah, let him finish that off.
Like we literally pass you the thing to finish off.
And he leaves.
And he leaves. See how
It'll
it
be
is
just
now.
a little left for him, less than him, for him to kill off.
But yeah, we'll just make some. I just need need to get some orange juice. I have everything else at the house.
You got the stuff for lemon drop too?
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be the first one, and the second one you're showing the actual bottling the finished wine product, right?
Yep. Yeah, we'll do that. Because that won't take too long. It's just basically you just need to warm up the water and stuff to get the sugar to dissolve. Set it down in some cold water to get it, down temperature to add the alcohol to so it doesn't evaporate off. Pour it in jars. Shove it in the
Basically, you
fridge.
cook it, cool it, and mix it.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. And like I said, I don't have to cook it very long. It just hot enough to get the sugar to dissolve and everything to mix together, and then cool it.
Yeah, you're not trying to make a syrup or nothing like that.
No, it's just you're just trying to get it all
Incorporated.
conglomerated, incorporated.
Combubulated.
That's right. So, show me the boobies.
Show me the boobies.
Yeah, I was like, so we'll do that. We'll do because that won't take too long. And then we'll pour it in some jars, and then sweet lemon drop.
It should get you in trouble.
Yeah.
He's like, this is delicious.
That
this
shit'll
is
make your
delicious.
babies
I'm
be born
drunk.
naked.
This is delicious. This is delicious. I'm drunk.
Yeah.
That's
Oh my gosh, he just puked all over himself.
That's some stuff to make me kick it old school, running around being like bâton de fromage. I used to say that all the time, and it would tick people off. Bâton de fromage. Bâton de fromage. What? Cheese sticks. Why didn't you just say cheese sticks? I did.
I did. I can't believe you didn't understand.
But that was the only French saying I knew. Bâton de fromage. Bâton de fromage.
So my kids will come in talking German. It's like, why are you speaking Spanish?
Right. It's all Greek to me.
If it ain't American, I don't understand it.
Right. Throwing some y'alls and down yonders.
And Ewans. You have to have a Ewans or through.
I don't consider the mumbling stuff American, though.
No. Ooh.
You gotta have enough syllables left to make it sound like the original word.
All right,
Right.
here's what I want to do.
Okay.
Out of everybody who enjoys your contributions, it is only $250 to have a distiller's permit, which would allow you to do whatever you wanted, as long as you didn't sell it.
But is that like a distiller's permit to make a motor fuel?
No, it's artisan's distiller permit is $250.
Oh, really?
Yes. Now, if you wanted
long
to
does
do
it
a
last?
full 1 year, so if you wanted to do a full thing, it's $2,000. But if you want to just do the home distillery thing,
Yeah.
$250.
Oh, really?
And I am pretty sure like there's enough of us who enjoy your stuff and would be like, I'll pitch in 20, 30, 40 bucks for...
I got a couple bucks to throw in.
Right?
Well,
and they're open to everybody.
Cool.
So all you have to do is like pay your thing and get your permit, and we can do whatever because you literally have a permit to do this.
Huh. That might be something to look into eventually.
And anybody who's listening in Indiana, the artisan distiller's permit, boom. Now, if you want to open up a distillery like an Anderson,
yeah,
it's $2,000.
Has anybody been there yet?
No, but I was actually thinking about making the stop. Has everybody else got their tickets? Because or is me and Stafford the only ones that like pulled the trigger?
Brian can't go because it's his family reunion.
Right.
I'm waiting until payday.
Okay.
And then you got...
I was like, I have 2 VIP tickets sitting here going...
I do. I want to go.
I really wanted to go, but...
Well, no, we fully understand.
Yeah, when they...
Like, oh, by the way, we're going to ruin your plans that you've talked about on the radio for many, many times.
Partly my fault because they actually called and asked what week in June would be okay, and Angie said, probably first week. So, okay, first weekend. No, it really wasn't, but...
It is what it is.
Are you going to be in town?
June 2nd?
Be at work. Oh, that sucks.
So it's like, so far, like, we went and got the VIP tickets and everything. We're just sitting here going like, okay, and everybody's going to, it looks like me and Stafford are going to be...
I actually went home and told Angie, said, order them tickets. She's like, we can't go. What do you mean we can't? Never mind.
Like, you should have said the second week.
Yeah, it's... No, the second week is another reunion I gotta go to.
July. Just go to July. The end of July, you're all right.
Yeah, the end of July. Because the weekend after the 4th's busy.
The 7th Sunday of July is perfect.
Right.
That Saturday we're having to blow up shit at Brian's house again.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Hopefully this year I can make it before everything is blown up. Because last year we made it just after everything got finished blowing up.
Oh yeah, you missed. Yeah, you really showed up late because we went setting shit off for 5 hours straight.
Like it was like, oh, we just got done, and when we come walking up, we're like, well, we just,
How could you not hear it?
We did.
I'm hoping to have.
That's what made us walk that day.
Yeah,
like
I went and walked around the field, and then I got a crowd of people standing at Lincoln and Monroe, and I go up and I got a crowd of people standing at Lincoln and Jackson, and all the people in the apartments across are standing out in the field, and it's like, wow, where'd all these people come from?
Right.
Jimmy's like loading up the entire, has an entire truck full of...
Oh, we did, yeah. Full. It was just an S10, but still, to fill up the bed of an S10 with fireworks is impressive.
Right?
Yeah. I'm hoping to have all kinds of homemade stuff done by then.
Awesome.
All the grape, and I'll just bring like a little bit of everything, like grape, pear, probably the pink panty dropper.
Nice.
Sorry, I backed away from the mic.
If things go right, I'll have all 4 children there.
Awesome. And we'll
as
bring
long as
some
Deanna gets a day off work.
Yeah, it'll be great to harass them all in one spot.
Oh yeah.
I'll bring some of the hollaback girl, the pink panty dropper, the blueberry thrill.
I got my freedom.
Because anything that tastes that good is like 15% alcohol. It's
like,
is that what that?
All
This
you,
one's 15.
every wine that I've tried of you guys is
Good
like
Lord.
ranged between 14 and 19.
yeah. It's
And
because of
like-
the yeast we use.
And it's fantastic.
That's because we don't play around. Like
That's
if we're going to
the
make
NBA, it's fantastic.
alcohol, by God,
We're making
we're
alcohol.
making alcohol.
If you can
Right.
start the car with it,
What?
we're good.
No playing around,
We never got into this to make near beer.
right?
Oh, do.
All right.
So we were talking. We're going to take up a collection so Bill can get his home artisan distillery permit.
Okay.
It's $250 a year,
Okay.
and he can
something that cheap, I
distill
could
anything
probably-
he wants. for personal use.
Oh, I can give it away. I just can't.
Well, no, and I think
Celery is
artisan
better.
And I think artisan allows you to actually sell a little bit of it, not much, but just a little, because it's technically you're paying the tax stamp on it.
Huh.
And
I'm pretty sure right now if my wife tastes that lemon drop,
Yeah.
I'm going to be told pay half of that.
I tell you what, you guys don't have to get me anything.
we are going to start a GoFundMe to raise money for your.
But any and all donations of frozen bags of strawberries, frozen bags of blueberries, frozen bags of mixed berries, EC 1118 by Lalvin, or a bag of corks would be greatly appreciated. Because that's what I go through the most. Usually when we all drink together, I get the bottles back. So,
Right.
because you're like, hey, I
Here.
got these empty bottles.
I've already been told next time we find the mixed berries on sale, we're buying out like the freezer or something.
Would you rather have frozen or would you rather have fresh?
Believe it or not, it doesn't matter.
Because I will rob the shit out of a farmer's market.
Can I have your entire your entire thing?
Honestly, I've found that when it comes to like taste and everything,
There's no difference.
could you tell the berries in that were frozen?
No.
They look liquid to me.
Right?
I mean, the blush grape I got going on right now.
Holy shit, could you make that stuff into a slushy?
Oh, my God.
Probably.
I need a Snoopy snow cone machine.
No.
No.
I have something even better. I have a Krups tabletop ice cream maker. You pour a bottle of that into the ice cream maker and let it go. It'll turn it into wine slushies.
Oh my God, we got to do that.
Yeah, it is badass.
You did say you
somebody
have
having a cookout.
you did say
Yeah.
something about a distiller, a new setup for distillation.
I might have.
We need to try some brandy.
That's in the works.
Okay.
Um,
Because brandy,
you're a fine
you're a
girl.
fine girl.
It's in the works.
Now, what's the process of making brandy?
You distill wine.
Gotta
It's
get
just
her drunk
distilled
first.
wine.
Yeah. I bought enough because it's going to be an experiment. I don't want to have a whole bunch of money into it.
Oh no,
And
no,
time.
no. Like, yeah.
I just went to like Kroger. They have apple juice and frozen concentrate. What? You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just got to get leverage so I get the rest of it.
He's like, I need a straw. Somebody give me a straw. Stat.
They had apple
Let me
juice
pull the pin on that chair so you fly
On-
backwards.
on sale if you
Shit,
had
I'll
like
fall out the
your
window.
like your Kroger card or whatever. So I bought enough to do a 5-gallon batch of just plain old apple wine.
Nice.
So you're going to have apple brandy by the time it's done.
Yeah, then once it, brews out and everything, and I'm probably going to let it go for a while just because I'd like to have the brandy done by like Thanksgiving and Christmas. Because honestly, you guys are all probably going to get like gift sets of like the stuff I've made over the year for Christmas.
How we get that every Friday?
No, this is the sampler of what
The
we're going to
sampler?
get.
Yeah.
New Year's Eve is going to be awesome.
Right? New Year's Eve. I don't think I'll make it that far. Like, oh my God, I can't wait to drink everything.
But that's like I said, it's in the works because I've wanted to try to make some brandy.
Now, like I said, now I'm just sitting here going, Brandy,
You're a
fine girl. What a good you will be.
It's just I don't have any empty carboys right now. So
I have a gallon. That's all I can do.
So you're going to have a few in the next couple weeks, though, ain't you?
yeah. I have a feeling once I bottle the Dragon's Blood, the grape or the strawberry will be next. I'll probably do the grape
The statutory grape.
Statutory grape, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, you're in trouble when a guy names his beverages he makes, like, the pink panty dropper, statutory grape, hollaback girl, blueberry thrill. It's like, I'm not playing around.
We doubled the alcohol content.
From regular wine to mine, it's probably about triple.
So you're not messing around.
Nope. Most of that stuff you buy like
6%,
5-6. So no, I'm not. And from a lot of stuff I read, like the higher the alcohol content, the better it is for like a home brewer, because it lasts better, longer. A lot of my stuff doesn't last that long.
Hasn't had a chance to last very long lately, though, has it?
Right.
And
And
bottle's
that's
done. Let's try this one.
right, and that's fine too, because this fall I've got the hookup. Actually, Woody's mom and dad, their neighbor. I worked with him at the prison. He was
Bruce.
Yeah. Because him and I were talking. He's like, well, what are you going to do after you get off work? It's like, well, I'm going to cut up a whole bunch of pears, and I'm making some pear wine. He's like, you can make wine out of just... I was like, yeah, just cut them up.
You can make wine out of anything.
Right? I didn't know how the cranberry was going to turn out. And
it turned out
it was all right.
amazing.
Right? So he's like, well, I've got a bunch of pear trees in the backyard. He's like, come by. You can pick all the pears off those trees that you want. I'm like, deal.
Yeah. All I got to do is stop by and grab them.
Right. You'll let me have them for free? Yeah. I want them out of my damn yard. I'm tired of mowing them. Okay. Sounds like a deal. I'll come pick up the fruit that you don't want in your backyard.
Now, see the house on the corner up there on where I live at?
Yeah.
They have, I just noticed that,
Get in there, Jim.
yeah, they, I don't think it ever died off, but they've actually started their grapevine again.
Yeah.
And it's, they've got put up new lattice work and everything for it.
Yeah.
It's going pretty good right now, but I remember as a kid going down there and picking grapes.
That's my next step at the house is I'm probably going to use like galvanized pole and stainless steel cable run in between, like 4 or 5 strands of it back and forth with like turnbuckles, because that stuff's going to stretch and sag after a while. If I put some turnbuckles on it, once it starts sagging or whatever, I can just turn them, straighten it back up a little bit. But I'm going to do that, like blueberries. I want to try some goji berries. All out front of my house, I want to do like, peaches, plums, pears, apples.
I think the plants are dead now, but I wish they wasn't, because I'd never heard of anybody ever use them. The lady that lived there years and years ago planted them.
Gooseberries?
Gooseberries.
Mm-hmm. I love gooseberry pie.
I don't know if... She's the only person she actually had 2 big gooseberry plants out there.
Yep, my grandparents did too.
And I think the people who live there now keep mowing over them.
Probably.
But they'll eventually come back. They're hardy damn plants.
Yeah,
really.
yeah, very.
That's like the poppies in my backyard. I've got a miniature heroin field back there.
Puppies.
I wonder if I could do poppy wine, because you can do dandelion wine.
I think we're getting to something that's highly illegal with you saying that.
Right?
Wouldn't that be kind of like Mekong whiskey? Didn't they make that out of poppies?
Like, this is great. I cannot drink enough.
If you want to try, I'll go out there and dig up a thing about like that, and we'll go out and plant it at your house, and I'll guarantee in about 4 years, half of your field's going to be poppies, because the damn things just take over everything.
I'll just come over to your house and pick all the poppy heads.
As long as you're not the pods. I think the pods
It's the pods
that are the problem.
We're going to steep that into some tea. We're going to add that to some poppy mead.
Doesn't matter. We're at the government. No thanks.
What
You
do I
got all
do?
the government we need.
Yeah, I got all the government I
The
need.
thing is, you can grow it, you just can't process it.
Right.
But yeah, they're
Poppy seed bagels. I mean, like they're all over the place.
bright ass orange poppies is what's growing out behind my shed.
And
I have
straight
had
up,
for
and,
years.
and straight up, they'll pop you on a test, and all you ate was the seeds.
Yeah, well, we've
Right.
had people come by. It hadn't happened lately, but hey, you care if we grab a couple of those poppies? Take what you want, because if you don't, they're going to take over the damn yard.
Right? Yeah, get rid of them.
I mean, hell, we had boards and bricks and all kinds of trash sitting on. Next thing you know, they're coming back through.
Like,
You can't kill the damn thing.
well, no, because they're stoned.
Yeah. Well, it's like
man, there's a little bit of sunshine over here. Ooh.
I can't remember what plant it
Brian's out
is.
there spraying his,
But it's-
spraying
it's
his
a-
backyard with methadone.
I can't remember. It's big flowers about like that, and it's a bunch of different leaves on, and ants love them. That's all I can remember, because Mom and Dad had them in the front yard.
Yeah.
The neighbors, before they moved, built a fire pit on top of where one of those plants was.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one's there this year. The damn thing's come back after having a fire pit on top of them.
Oh, Jesus.
So we were talking, like some of the names you were talking about, like
Statutory grape.
statutory grape, panty dropper.
Pink panty dropper, hollaback girl.
There's a drink called the Fiery German.
Okay.
It's equal parts Yeg and cinnamon schnapps.
Oof.
It's the nastiest sounding thing I can see.
It's like you take the shot and you're like, what? That's living.
That's almost
No,
like a
I
three.
don't want that at all.
Was
I
it
don't
the
like
three
either
wise
of
men, like Jim, Jack,
Jim,
and
Jack,
Johnny,
and Johnny.
Yeah.
all in a shot?
What about the alien nipple? Butterscotch schnapps, Irish liqueur, and melon liqueur.
Oh, hey.
The Irish and the butter shot sounded really good together. I don't know about
Well,
adding
what
melon
about
to it.
what was that? The bloody brain or the brain hemorrhage?
Brain tumor.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah, I'll pass on that.
No,
Thanks.
peach tree schnapps,
it looks
Yeah.
horrendous,
and you pour the Bailey's Irish in it.
Yeah,
and as it
They
coagulates,
separate.
and
Yeah.
it looks like a big brain floating on
I've
top.
also heard it called the abortion because somebody said that's what it looked like.
Yeah, and then you just float just like a little bit of grenadine on top of
yeah, pour the
that.
grenadine.
so it's like it has the grenadine, like as it starts to
Yeah,
seep
yeah.
down a little bit, and you have the coagulation going on.
Yep.
What about there's a drink called Slap Yo Mama?
But yeah, I was
Citrus
making them
soda,
once.
orange juice, and spiced rum.
That sounds good.
we was at a friend's house when he was making we called them bloody brains at the time. But we was drinking that, and everybody was coming in. It's like, man, I don't know, I want to drink that. And it's like, hell, I'll show you. Look, I'm like, God, I got hammered that night because after I drank them, everybody else thought it was okay.
Have no fear. Watch this.
Yeah. Next thing you know, I'm staring at a damn equalizer on the stereo for 3 hours straight. I thought I did it for 2 minutes.
I did that once. It was staring at a TV, like so blowing, like dirt, just hammered, wasted, and it was like Pink Floyd. The Wall was on TV.
Yeah.
And all I saw was like a blue field with notes. And I was just staring at it like, this is a weird movie. Like, all I see is just notes. And I'm like, wow, you need to go lay down.
Worst thing in the world is the checkered, like the chessboard looking floor tile, black and white.
Especially
I got
like if
lost
your
there
eyes
for
are
days.
crossed. If your eyes are crossed, then you fall down. Because it's like, I don't know where to put my foot.
But yeah, I
Becomes
like that drink
3D.
because first you get the peach tree, and then you get the sweetness of Bailey's falling right behind it. But
Yeah.
I like the hell out of them.
How many people are around for the flaming Dr. Peppers and the
Oh, yeah.
diapers I made that one night?
I was around for a little bit of that.
I
Oh, Jesus.
Flaming Dr. Peppers, but not the diapers.
Yeah, the diapers was like just a rocks glass. You put a clean dishcloth or whatever, and the bottom you put some like high C fruit punch or whatever, and then on top of that you floated. I think we were using like vodka or just something cheap, right? You floated that on top of it, and you poured it down the towel, and it would let the vodka float on top of the fruit punch, right? And then you gently pull that towel out a little bit, and then you can float like beer on top of that. Okay, and when
That,
you
that
looked,
sounds like something we made for my very first bachelor party. And that didn't end well.
yeah, and a really good pour, you would
On
see
multiple levels.
the red, the clear, and then the yellow of the beer on top in levels. and you just pick it up and you'd shoot it. Right? The whole glass, just boom. Because if you stopped in between,
What?
but if you just drank the whole damn thing,
All you tasting was fruit punch.
all you tasted was fruit punch.
Well, they have a drink called Heaven's Gate.
Yeah. And everybody's like, "Oh man, these are great.
Is
These
it
are
made
great."
with Kool-Aid?
Made with Kool-Aid.
Funny enough, is coconut rum, spiced rum, orange liqueur, raspberry liqueur, pineapple juice, and lemon lime soda.
Doesn't say creator Jim Jones, does it?
No,
But I still remember.
no, I think it's apple white was.
I feel great. Stand up. I don't feel so good. Sit back down.
First time my wife drank Long Island's. Oh, these are good. Three later, she's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. Have fun with that.
And I'm going to not.
Carry me.
Can I have a bottle?
You got a jar or something back there?
I do know from personal experience that white lightning and trampolines don't go together.
Right.
And I just peed myself.
Well, ain't I bouncing no more because you're on the ground, dumbass.
And then I've also discovered, I think every person back when they first started drinking has had a bad rodeo with
Soko?
yeah, Soko.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like, ooh, this isn't so bad. Oh God.
And apparently, because that's
But
the
it's cheap.
cheapest thing you can get. And now, as you get older, the only people who drink it are young people who haven't.
They don't know any better.
Yeah, who
Right.
haven't made themselves sick on it yet.
Right?
Everclear and Mountain Dew.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's rough.
I guess I could always make some homemade purple passion. I'd take some of that grape wine and just mix like a half a cup,
Does it
when I
add more
bottle
sugar?
it. No, I'm thinking about taking the grape wine because it's really sweet.
Yeah.
And when I bottle it, take like a half a cup of moonshine and
Just put it in there.
put it in there and then cork it.
I'm looking at some of these names.
I'm
looking at some of
we're
these
gonna
names. I'm like, oh my god.
gonna come over and look at everybody and be like, want to play a game? Here's 3 bottles of grape wine. One of them has a whole bunch of moonshine in it.
And the game starts now. No, but I was looking at some of these names.
Would that be bad of me?
I was looking at some of these names, and they're like Bend Over Shirley.
Surely you jest.
Apparently, it's a really alcoholic Shirley Temple. It's got raspberry vodka, Sprite soda, and grenadine. And I don't know if I can even say this one on air.
Show it to us, we will.
Yeah. I don't know
The
why.
cock-sucking cowboy.
Should have just called it Brokeback Mountain.
And that's the picture they used. That's the picture they used to describe it. 2 parts butterscotch schnapps and 1 part Bailey's, layered in a shot glass.
Wow.
On top of another shot glass.
Another shot.
Ain't got to go in a tent. does
End
it?
to end.
Inside a bottle.
You fold up a little piece of paper that looks like a tent, set it on top of it.
And then there's a shot, just a shot, called 1-900 FUK Me Up.
Nice.
Absolute Courant, Grand Mariner, Chambord,
Oh, geez.
melon liqueur, Malibu coconut rum, amaretto, cranberry juice, and pineapple juice.
You know what I...
When
I got small amounts of
know how to
everything.
drink.
Yeah. Do you know what I have at home in my day planner or whatever?
What's that?
I have the
Calendar?
recipe. Huh?
Calendar?
That too. Calendar. I
Phone
have
numbers?
the recipe that Chris wrote down for me before she left work at the point
Oh,
for Red Death.
Red Death.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking
I
about
knew where that
stuff,
was
actually.
going. Oh, God.
As soon as you said Chris, I was like, oh, yeah.
She's like, I'll give you the recipe. Hell,
We had the recipe for that before she even before anything happened.
She's like, hell yeah, I'll hand it down. I'm basically canned anyway. I was like, hell yeah, Chris, you the bomb.
You the man, woman.
You the bartender.
You the man, woman.
So I might have to make up a 2-liter of that one day. What's wrong there, Sonny?
Everything here is perfectly normal.
Well, the thing with Red Dead, it doesn't taste like there's a whole lot of alcohol in it. I mean, there's probably
That's what
not
makes
a
it
lot,
dangerous.
but
Yeah.
sit there and take a couple shots, it does catch up with you.
Right?
Yeah,
And
try
that's-
that
in a
lemon drop he
heartbeat.
makes.
Yeah, the lemon drop, I didn't have any. We finished off the last jar of lemon drop
And it did no time.
last week. I mean, and it honestly, it just tastes like a really good lemonade. And it's just, I kind of borrowed from a couple of different recipes because I didn't like how one of them, I was just like, nah. So I'm like, I borrowed a little bit from this recipe, a little bit from this recipe, boop. And it's the bomb. So, but I got the stuff.
I'd like some bomb and phantoms, yo.
I got the stuff to make some more of that. So yeah, we'll just make up a batch of the lemon drop. We'll make up a batch of the orange.
Say you had me at lemon drop, you could just stop there.
And share it with everybody.
Well, your wife likes the orange. My wife likes the orange stuff. So I'll make up some of it. That way, if we get together next couple months, I can bring a jar or two. You know. Because hey, I'm willing to share.
And that's good.
Now, I don't want like a random person stopping by my house going, hey. She might not like the reception you get.
Hey,
Just
what do you
put that
think?
out there.
Why are you putting that gun at me?
Right? Like, because you're at my house and I don't know you.
Is that for sale?
Nope. Hell, I don't know, but yeah, I really need to go home and like count how many empty bottles I have, because I might need to make a
becomes
trek.
a ghetto boys song.
I think I might need to make a trek to the recycling center. I know I have enough clean bottles to do the dragon's blood in. And I think I have enough bottles.
So I thought you were also going to make that, put those in the 24-ounce bottles that I gave you.
I don't know. I'm thinking about like not bottling in those because there's such a pain in the ass to store.
Well, no, like last time I said, like, you were going to put them in there and like give them back.
I was
Like,
going
here.
to do. No, I was going to do that with like either the
I know the ciders is what
The
you were
cider?
talking- Yeah.
or you know what would be nice to put in those.
What?
It'd be nice to put some apple brandy in those if it turns out right.
Ooh, yeah, it would. Because that would mess you up.
Right? And you
Like
wouldn't
little
need.
bottles.
Yeah, it'd be best to put that in the little bottles. So maybe we can like use the little bottles for brandy.
Brandy,
Yeah.
you're Damn it.
If he sings that one more time, I'm pushing him out that window.
I can't help it.
You have to play during the break, you know.
It is going to be played during the break. And everybody's going to look at me like, oh, boo.
Yeah.
But like I said, that's in the works. But before then, I got some more of the clear stuff I need to make because it's done bubbling. I'm hoping I get like a more of an output with this one because I was trying a new chemical in it, and it's supposed to like release some of the sugars from the corn. And I'm like, well, if it releases more of the sugars from the corn, I can use less corn in my recipe and more water, so I have more alcohol potential.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. If it works, you know what? Because with the mash for doing the little bit of shine I do, it's like I only do like 5 gallons of mash at a time. I usually only get like 2 or 3 like quart jars out of it. I tried something different last time, and I got like 3.5, but I had my new distiller. So it's like a lot more efficient at like boiling out the mash. And I'm hoping that with this amylase I put in there, that I'll get even more out of it. And if I do, then it was worth buying the $5 worth of chemicals or whatever.
Right.
It's like,
Yeah.
but that's what I love about this whole making the alcohol. It's like, well, let's try this and see what we get. Yeah. It's like,
What are you doing tonight, Pinky? Trying to make everybody blind.
This worked. That didn't work. This worked better than that did.
My wife's like, I'm not willing to share.
Oh, we'll remember that.
Like, share what?
All the alcohol.
I'll share. She won't even know it. But
Here's another one. Like, Sex on My Face is the name of a drink. It's like Sex on the Beach.
Been called Set on My Face.
Well, it's like you got. Sorry.
Would you just call that the Monty Python?
Right? Sit on my face and tell me that you love me. But it's like Sex on the Beach, but different.
Because it's on your face.
My wife says she's not willing to share me or my wine.
Too bad. No, it's like a half ounce of Yukon Jack.
I was here
months ago.
first.
Right. Oh, too late.
So, like, the Sex on My Face is like a half ounce of Yukon Jack, half ounce of Malibu rum,
Oh.
half ounce of Southern Comfort peach liqueur. Not the stuff that everybody's sick on. Half ounce of banana liqueur, 1 splash cranberry juice, 1 splash pineapple juice, and a splash of orange juice.
I totally forgot about Yukon Jack. That's something you don't hear about anymore.
Right?
What,
Probably for a reason.
Yeah,
I mean, what are these? Do these people just like throw a bunch of shit together and be like, "Here, try this"?
Probably.
they,
So
It's
mix,
the internet.
they went to the Jim
mix
Hill
and
School
put
of
it in
Bartending.
mix in a tall glass and fill with ice.
Every once in a while, you get a bomb pop, and most of the time, you get like Harry Cat's ass.
Meow. So,
How much more hairy a cat has to be to have a hairy cat's ass?
oh
It's
Jesus!
up to you to decide.
I mean, like some of these names, like the Blue Balls, Angel's Tit, the Redheaded Slut, Mountain
Never
Dew
heard.
Me.
Okay, what's in an angel's tit? I had to ask.
Probably Frangelica.
Heaven.
Cream de cacao,
Okay.
maraschino liqueur, heavy cream, and maraschino cherries.
Okay.
That's the name of Angel's Tit.
It's like the top half of a cherry pie or something, isn't it?
Like and then they got Sex with an Alligator. Because when you pour it in when you mix it right, it's brown, green, brown. Because it's like raspberry liqueur, lemon liqueur, sweet and sour mix, and Jägermeister.
So how is brown,
God.
green, brown?
Make sex with an alligator.
Right.
I thought that
I
made like
guess.
a mint Oreo.
Right? Like a roasted it. Then you got an anus burner. That's 1 part tequila, 1 part jalapeno pepper,
Solid pass.
and a dash of hot
Solid
sauce.
pass.
No. You almost killed a tequila, and then you had the other shit.
Suck, bang, blow.
I've actually
Blue.
heard of that one.
You heard of that one?
They actually do have a blue wine.
Liquid Viagra, which they do sell here locally.
Angie found it. I can't remember where it was at, but it was called Adios Mother.
Yeah, that was another one. The leg spreader with tequila, vodka, gin, and rum. And it doesn't make it even better, the picture that they use. It's called an Afghanistan whore.
Is it a camel?
No, that would be funnier.
It's
But no, it's somebody in a burqa
a
showing their
three-legged
ankle.
goat.
It's somebody in a burqa showing their ankle. Well, it was like the Afghanistan horror. It was like 4 ounces of rum, a can of root beer, and 4 ounces of vodka.
I seen something the other day. Hell, you might have posted it. There was a guy who's showed a picture of one of the extreme Muslim people in the bank. He's like, I can't even wear a damn hoodie, and she can wear a coin slot.
Right.
How the hell is this slave?
I don't even know.
Bill's looking.
No, we were talking about blue wines last.
Oh,
Yeah.
if there was any blue. Yeah, because we was wondering if blueberry would actually turn out blue.
No, it actually turned out purple.
Purple.
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense.
But there's a company over in Europe that makes a blue wine.
Do they just dye it?
No, it's actually natural. They use a special, and the wine's strain you is actually natural, created from anthocyanin, a pigment in grape skins, and a dull called indigotine.
What?
Indigotine, which is extracted from plants.
So they use basically food coloring. So naturally it's blue.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, no, there's
It's a natural color.
Well, if
the thing that I
if the
found was something
if
in
the
Spain.
extract's from a plant, then it's like a naturally occurring blue.
Yeah.
The one that I found from Spain uses anythromycin, which is actually found in the grape skin.
Yeah.
So they actually use the grape skin to give it the pigment blue.
They have to process the skin to get it blue, right?
Yeah.
So there's no naturally occurring blue wine.
But they're like, if red wine goes with red meat, white wine goes with white meat, what the heck does blue wine go with? Smurfs.
Waffles.
Seafood.
Oh, Brian.
It took him a second.
My wife.
I had managed to block that completely from my memory. Thank you for opening that door again.
What color does
You're
it?
welcome. That's the first
What
thing
the-
popped in my head. I don't know why. I'm sick.
My wife's like, I'm
What-
numbering the dragon's blood wine bottles. Okay.
And I'm erasing them as soon as I get over there.
We only made 18.
And she's going to count 1 through 5.
No, you made 9.
Yes, you made that's it.
Well, no, because
1, 5, 7,
I
2.
I actually started buying some bags
Just
of.
give her a whole bottle. She can't count after that. Nobody could.
No, you drank them all. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
You started on that second one, and boy, there was no stopping.
Just litter like empty bottles out.
So
We'll talk about my wife numbering the
my
bottle.
wife,
that
Wine.
just sounded really, really bad. We'll talk about my wife when we come back.
Yeah, my wife and being stingy with my homemade wine
just
when we come back.
take her a box of broken glass for the bottles.
Like,
Like, oh, these broke.
Yeah, they must have had some,
Earthquake.
Exploded from the pressure.
right?
They,
Like, they
had
weren't
a little
done
bit of
fermenting.
active yeast in them, and they turned into bottle bombs. Sorry.
We'll be back after these messages and a couple songs.
You're listening to the Man Cave right here on Geek Public Radio with your hosts, Pat Brooks and Bill Maddox. You can find out more by checking out the Facebook page, facebook.com/GPR The Man Cave. And now, our hosts, Pat and Bill.
Gotta get Pat off her.
Apparently.
Or
2
add
weeks in a row.
Brian. I mean,
That's the goal. So, and we come back into dead air as everybody's staring at their phones.
No, I'm like reading what my wife's sending me. She's saying that if I bottle the dragon's blood without her present, that it's going to be grounds for divorce.
Hey.
If she divorces you, then she gets none of the dragon's blood except for what you've already created.
Right.
That would be foolish of her.
Yeah,
Like,
considering
she's cutting off the supply.
Right.
I mean,
right, considering I've already got 5 bags of frozen fruit for my next batch of it in the
Right?
freezer.
Because just me, I mean, during the 60-day like cooling off period, I'd drink all that shit if I was you.
it's like, hey, come on over.
Right.
Just
And,
hand it out like it's
I've got-
candy.
you know, I've already got like half the fruit I need and a 25-pound bag of sugar.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Hey,
I'm
you're
3
talking to the people who are trying to pitch in to get your distillers, artisan distillers stuff, so you can make like even cooler stuff. You can't tell me she's not a fan of brandy.
I don't think she's ever had it.
Never seen Moesha?
Mo to the E to the. Oh, sorry. 90s flashback.
I never watched it either. So
He's
I
over
knew-
there proving
I
that
caught
he
the
had.
comment, but
Yeah.
he started going into that, and I was like, I never watched that show. I remember it, but I've never watched it.
I have no
That's-
idea what you're saying.
That's as far as I got into it before I switched the channel.
I'd say
Was
that
her
too.
doing? It was like I would hear it from the other room. It was like, click.
No, we was down there in Princeton this week, and I was flipping through channel, or can't remember what channel it was on. But they talked about how it was the last, the middle show ever. It ended this week.
Yeah,
I thought, well, hell, I'll watch that. I'd never watched a damn thing. I mean, I've seen a couple reruns of it, but I'd never watched it in
Yeah.
my life. I was like, okay, 9 years, it's the last show. Okay, I'll give them a chance.
what is it?
The middle.
the middle.
It was a ABC comedy. It was based in Indiana.
Yeah,
Oh, I
Yeah,
never
but
even heard of
if
it.
I remember, like the middle wasn't very actor-wise wasn't very far off of Malcolm in the Middle. They
I
just
thought
got
that's-
rid of Middle or the Malcolm.
No,
I never heard of it.
I don't
No,
think so.
Different.
It was basically the mom from Everybody Loves Raymond.
Yep.
She was the mom. Of this,
And then the dad was in a few different things.
Yeah, we can't hear Woody.
I know, and I'm trying to figure out why.
Oh yeah,
The dad was in Scrubs.
Scrubs. He
That
was
was
the
it, yeah,
the janitor.
Yeah, but he was also the dad in Malcolm in the Middle.
No, he wasn't.
No.
That was Bryan Cranston.
Was
Yeah.
was it? Okay.
Heisenberg.
Heisenberg.
I've seen that.
Say my name.
I haven't heard anything back. She's like, doesn't matter if first batch is mine. I was like, okay, I'll share the strawberry, which is a special request that she wanted me to make. So we'll see how this plays out.
Just share it all.
Right? I can make more.
Right?
I mean, I'm going to have like 25, 50, like 100 bottles of wine here soon.
What the hell? You need to quit playing with them buttons over.
Right?
No, I'm honestly trying to
then-
figure out why I'm not picking up him, and I'm not.
Now
picking
you're
up-
not picking. Okay, now
Nope,
I'm
he's
back.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello.
I'm
Hey,
here,
you're there.
Woody.
Hey.
Yeah.
Does it all
Like,
work
literally,
now?
I'm sitting here going,
Hell, I can't
why?
even tell if I'm on here, so.
Yeah.
like, why can I not get people on? Like, everybody's turned up. What is
And
going
then-
on?
And then tomorrow when I'm at the grocery store, I'll buy like another bag of frozen mixed fruit. You know?
Buy another bottle of
Cocktail wine,
mead.
fruit cocktail.
You know, it'll be all good.
So what
Here
you're
we
saying
go.
is after the show we're going to the Hurrah? You said you had to buy another bottle.
No, but after this show, I'm not going to be able to drive.
I'll drive.
Just saying.
I'll
I'm
drive.
going to steal some of Jair's.
Wait, what?
So I offered, and you're like, no. I'll drink everybody else's.
Huh?
Well, Jair drinks all mine, so it's just fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that is true.
And I just wanted a taste.
It is tasty.
Sharon make sure he's got empty
It is
bottles
tasty.
to take home.
Right.
It is tasty.
It's like, you need to refill these, buddy. I mean, somebody
help
has
you
to
out.
make sure you have refills.
We'll help you out.
Yeah, that's
Well,
a
but-
whole lot better than
Yeah, and by the way, it's 19% alcohol.
how much?
19%.
Yeah, you can tell it.
It tastes like a Bill or Chetty wine.
And
in
I
that sense, like you're like,
Yeah.
ooh, that has alcohol.
I honestly believe that they fortify that with some
Deliciousness.
brandy or something. Nope, not that
some
one
awesome-
either. Ha ha ha. Tell Brian that one is mine and Angie's and Brittany's. I might give some bottles away, but it depends.
Hey,
Wow.
you know, I'm promoting this stuff, so
I'm saying,
just saying,
I'm screaming that I don't have to make any more.
Right.
right?
You know, there's nothing to say that
This is going
I
to legit
have
turn
to.
into a fight later.
I don't have to put water and sugar and fruit into my fermenting bucket and make alcohol. I don't have to.
But you can show me how to do it all day long. I have plenty of space downstairs in the basement for it to sit
I got plenty of room
That's
in there.
that nobody goes into. That doesn't
Well,
take up
and-
living area.
That's the only thing that I wish my house had was like, if not even a full basement, but just kind of like
A beer cellar.
yeah, or like a half a basement where you could like, I could set it up as my, you know, my brewing area.
Oh no, we were talking about putting a bar downstairs,
Oh, yeah?
and like straight up, I was like, well, you know, we can just run the taps from the basement or from the cellar, and just put the kegs down there and just run everything up. Like straight up, I don't like, boom, here we go, done.
Right.
I
4
got
or
a
5
basement,
taps?
Bill.
4 or 5 taps, and we're good.
See, I have a basement.
I just
Oh,
say,
yeah,
you're
yeah,
getting
you
my wife,
do.
'cause You're getting my wife in
Nice
the car.
tall one too. You could.
She's over here like, no, I need some. What are you talking about?
No, she's like, just remind me we're going to buy the next box of berries. So I think you hurt her feelings when you said you're going to make no more. She's down there crying now, probably.
But we were gonna cover it. That's what I was saying. I'm like we're
My
gonna
wife-
cover.
my wife's like, I have a chemistry minor. I can figure it out. Okay.
I'm pretty sure she likes
Not
the shit
when-
enough. And what she said, I'm all for buying the berries. I'm pretty sure if you asked for a year's supply of shit, my wife would buy it.
Well, no, she'd look at you and go buy it.
Go buy it.
Right. No, I just.
No,
we
actually,
need more. Go
she's-
buy some.
She's got a job now, and we finally got some shit paid down. And
Well, there you go.
Hey, listen, I'm all for, just like, you know, Chetty set me, you know, on the path of, you know, making the wine.
On the path of righteousness.
Right.
I
all
don't think
that is
he's
good.
ever been. I don't think he's ever been accused of that.
At this point, when you're talking about
I think
the sacred the sacred grape, you know, that is the path of righteousness.
what is it?
make it up.
What was it like? I can't remember the quote, but I think it was like Ben Franklin. He said that like in water there is bacteria, in wine there is truth.
In
like
wine, there is. Oh my God, this is awesome.
I believe
I thought
that's
it was,
the
oh
first.
shit, that hurt.
It's the first time somebody ever recited the whole drunk words or sober thoughts.
I think so. I mean, in my old house, my kitchen was done up in like a big wine theme, and above the sink, I stenciled "In Vino Veritas," "In wine there is truth." I just don't have room to do that in my kitchen now. It's all white wine label border.
You got a ceiling?
Yeah.
Put it up there.
You have to think about that for a minute.
Maybe, I don't know.
I have to go check. I haven't been home for a while.
Is that
and-
the skylight or is that a ceiling?
Apparently, there's a Game of Thrones mead.
okay. I might
Oh, Mike,
stencil
don't
it
try
in
it.
above
No, it's a black stout. I'm sorry, it is a stout. It's a lager. So
I could stencil it in above the like where I have that
Cause
built-in
incest.
desk. Put it right there. That would be pretty cool.
it is sad.
I
I'm actually
digress.
going through and like building a Pinterest thing of like all the weird mead bottles and different names, so I can remember them later.
So does the Game of Thrones stuff cause incest?
The
Boo?
I don't know. Do you have me on Pinterest? Because
I don't know.
if you look at like one of my boards on there, it's all strictly alcohol making.
Jesus, we're having an old lady conversation.
Like, add me to Pinterest.
I'm
No,
not
I mean-
on it.
I'm
But
just sitting here
I'm on
looking
it,
at
but I ain't adding nobody.
like Thor's Hammer vodka.
She finds crap on that. That's almost as bad as that goddamn
The
home
next,
store.
the
Right.
next thing that I'm
cupcakes that just look like cupcakes.
right. The next thing that I'm actually
Hobby Lobby. That's the store I'm thinking. A Pinterest to Hobby Lobby.
Oh,
right?
Jesus.
Hobby Lobby, whatever. I walk into that place and I'm like, God damn it.
I'm gonna go to Hobby Lobby. Will you go? I'm
Bye.
not getting stuck here for an hour.
Right?
Right.
I completely forgot what I was getting ready to say, but it had to do with like being inebriated.
That's probably why you can't remember what she was going to say.
Right.
That too. Funny
That's
enough.
why.
You were going to add Bill on Pinterest.
That's why.
And you guys were going to crochet or some shit. I don't know.
Crochet or whatever.
Crochet cup holders. Okay.
There's a. Sorry,
Brian
I'm just
killed
saying,
it.
like, I was just like.
I'm not going to crochet cup holders. But I might, crochet a wine bottle koozie or something.
I don't even about that. But like just making
Slingshots?
I don't know.
I'm gonna-
My brain shut off. I was sitting here
I'm gonna
looking
need
at all
doilies.
of this alcohol, going, I want that in my belly.
Here we go. Home. No. Shit. Yeah, here we go. Alcohol making. It's actually like I have like 62 pins in it. It's like honey moonshine. And what's this one? Dad's dandelion wine. And,
Hey, you know that dandelion? We were
5
actually talking
moonshine
about.
recipes.
We were actually talking about that. It was like we came across the field. It was like at first glance, it was like,
Yeah, somebody texted us
Oh.
last week, wasn't it? Said they've actually got something making.
yeah. And it was just one of those things. Like we saw a field what we thought was dandelions at first glance.
See, I don't trust
like,
that
oh, yeah,
shit
no,
like that
that's-
because Angie got on this health kick for a while and she bought this fancy ass lettuce and I thought, okay, I'll give it a try, and I took a bite of it and I went and I threw it away and she's like, what? And I said, you know when I mow those weeds outside? She said, yeah. I said, that's pretty much what that shit tastes like. If I want that, I'll just pick it out of the yard instead of paying $5 a bag.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I swear to you, that's what it was just some of the big wide leaf weeds you find out in your yard.
Did you spend $5 a bag on
I
it?
don't think it's that much.
I
but-
say, $5 a bag, you're eating all that
Here's a-
shit.
How to make
artisanal.
how to make plum wine, 5 moonshine recipes. This is where I found the dragon's blood recipe. So don't
Well,
you all
keep
quit making fun of my fucking Pinterest guys, 'cause that's where I found the dragon's blood
No,
recipe.
I'm not making
All
fun because
right.
I'm going through going.
Well, of course you're
I-
not.
yeah,
You're the
well,
only
that-
guy that's on it.
I want that. Like my
Here's-
pins consist
here's,
of like Call of Cthulhu, beer, wine, mead, and
There's like
scary shit. Like,
There's
that's-
this
I can't bitch too
mead
much because she
from
finds a bunch of recipes.
Storm the Castle.
I was getting ready to say something, but I can't remember.
Which one is
You're
this?
having problems with that tonight.
I have problems with that every night.
Can't remember shit.
I have CRS. I can't remember shit.
What were we talking about?
I found my thrill on Blueberry Hill. Now this is like
On Blueberry Hill.
homemade strawberry wine. Yeah, it's like,
Is that where you got that recipe, or
and it's also where I found where I needed to order that.
Oh yeah,
What is that?
his
Machine.
it
It's
is
the
ma-
machine.
It is
Oh.
the machine.
it looks like you already got half of it?
I have all of it.
Oh, okay. I've just seen
I
the
was
bottom
asking
part.
what it was for everybody
Yeah,
that
yeah.
can't see the phone.
It is a
Well, it's-
machine that could get him in trouble. Is that a machine?
It's from eBay. That's what it is. That looks like a still to me.
It might be.
Yeah.
I think it is not. I think it is a machine that makes goodness.
I think
makes
it's a radiator for a
distilled-
pressure cooker.
It makes distilled water so I can make wine with it.
Sounds good to me. We'll go with that excuse or that explanation.
All right. I'm just saying that lilac wine, blueberry,
Tulip.
Ben's Adventures in Winemaking. I think this is
I found another wine or another meadery. The Lancashire Mead Company.
Where they at?
Lancashire?
Which is?
elderflower,
Probably-
rhubarb, and mint.
Probably UK.
Yeah.
So, how to make strawberry mead, watermelon wine, dandelion wine. I've saved a whole crap ton.
What part of the dandelion do you use?
Just the flower part, nothing green.
Okay.
The yellow.
Just
The yellow
yellow.
part.
Yeah,
But they have
What happens if
thing
you wait till
called Dragon's
they're
Breath.
white?
I don't think
Cough
you get
a lot.
anything.
You don't think you do that?
Yeah, I don't think.
You have a little cotton mouth from it.
No, but when I was talking about that Lancashire Mead Company, they make a Dragon's Breath mead that comes in several things like Krampus and
Okay.
Odin. And like both of them are like, well, the Odin is like 18%, the Krampus is 15.
Oh,
So those are two.
Now, does mead usually carry a higher alcohol content than beer?
It can,
yeah.
unless you mix it with hops, because the bee nectar is all like 8 to 10%,
Yeah.
where some of the other stuff is like 15 to 20.
okay. From what I've read,
That's the good
it
stuff.
depends.
I'm
Yeah.
bowing you with, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying bee
From-
nectar tends to be lower.
Yeah, from what I've read, it depends on how much honey you use, because the what you're using to feed the yeast is how you get your potential, right?
Okay.
So I usually use about 15 pounds of sugar to yield my 19-20% potential, and it usually comes out 15 or better, right?
So how would that translate into honey?
They do honey. I think that from what I read of this, it's by pounds.
Okay.
So, like,
Now, would certain honeys have? No, would it all have the same basic sugar content though?
I think they all do. But I think with different honeys, you get different flavors.
Yeah, I
So,
knew the
like,
flavors you
your-
could change with the different flowers, but I just didn't know
Yeah.
because it's a natural thing. So I just wondered if sugar varied too.
I don't think it does. I think the bees all process the pollen
same way.
the same way to get the same amount of sugar.
That makes sense.
So, like, I'm going to try like a couple gallons. I'll probably do like a gallon of just honey mead. And you don't have to use a whole bunch of honey. You put the water in it, the honey in it, the yeast,
And let it
and
go.
it'll make, if you use less honey, it'll make it. From what I was reading on the forum, because
Less honey,
I'm-
less alcohol.
yeah, and it'll also make it drier, so it won't be as sweet.
Okay.
So what you're saying
But-
is like 4 gallons of honey.
What do they mean when they say dry?
Dry is like the flavor, like a lot of your white.
That's why I'm not a wine person.
Yeah.
Because-
Drier
Yeah.
is the less sweeter of the.
Yeah.
Where if it's a sweet wine, then it's going to be
Yeah,
on one thing. The
So
less
is that wet?
I kind of like if you follow that analogy, I guess.
You
But
just hear shit called dry all the
Right.
time, and I've never really.
Dry
known
is
what
more
the hell they
bitter.
mean
Well,
by that.
I
okay,
guess-
at the end of
Or
drinking,
Or the
do you-
aftertaste.
Yeah, at the end of drinking it, do you feel like you need to drink something
That's
because
dry.
you don't
not
have
really-
any? You don't have any moisture in your mouth.
no,
That's
like
dry.
the dry.
That's
the
why I'm
dry
not a
has the
wine
it's
fan.
The flavor. It's like if it's a dry wine, it's going to be
Most of
More
them
Not
got
sweet,
flavor,
it's
less
gonna be-
more flavor, less sweet.
yeah.
more flavor, less sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if it's a sweet wine, then it's going to be really, really sweet tasting, but less flavor.
Yeah,
I don't understand that shit either because I'd rather have sweet because that's a taste.
Right.
Right.
and that's why.
I mean, there's a difference between taste and flavor. I mean, like with this, the flavors pop up and it tastes really good. But it's
I think
not.
people made this shit up just to make themselves feel important.
There you go.
Sometimes I believe
Honestly.
it.
Yeah.
But no. But until you sit down and like, this is a really okay, this is a sweet wine. Okay, that does taste really sweet. This is a dry wine.
And
That's like you hear that
Okay.
people swishing around their mouth and like, I get a taste of.
I get an
coconut
aromatic
and
bouquet of
pine cones.
whatever.
It's like, motherfucker, ain't no pine cones in that. Where that?
Nope.
It has a
you
nice
jump from?
bouquet of.
Yeah.
And that's why I tell everybody I don't make fancy wines.
No.
I just make barefoot hillbilly. This is going to get you jacked up wines.
And you know what? We appreciate that immensely.
Most of the
Alright,
shit
that's-
I've ever tried that comes from a store, the aftertaste is so bad.
right.
That's the
Yeah.
reason I don't drink it.
I think there's
Yeah.
one place that we have to try, and we started to make it down there, but we ended up getting detoured.
Now Oliver made one that was really good and had no really aftertaste to it.
We were going to stop by Oliver's the winery because they had a Camelot mead. We were going to swing by and actually try that.
You can. I think a lot of that stuff you can get at Meijer and Walmart.
Right, but if you go to the meadery, you
It's
can
free.
actually sample it.
Oh, for free. Okay.
Yeah.
It depends
Well,
on
it's
when
not
you
I would
that
like a
expensive.
sample of
That's a mess
everything.
down there right now with
But
construction.
that's the thing, though. A bottle of their mead this size
It was like
is only like $5.
yeah. Well, the
Confidence is not high
Camelot,
in the taste. Then
the Camelot
No,
was 10.
it's good.
is it?
Where's that?
The strawberry.
Oliver's Camelot was like $10,
Well, they might put a little bit more into it.
and I was like, $10, $30.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, but you have
That-
3
that-
times as much with these.
No,
Well, he's no.
Compare that to his.
well, no alcohol content. Yes,
Yeah,
alcohol
yeah.
content. Yes, but like this like a regular bottle of wine or bottle of mead, and it's like okay, $10. Well, if it sucks, it's only $10.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like gas. The higher the number, the higher the cost.
Apparently,
I wasn't a fan of wine anyway until Bill and Eddie started making it.
and then it became high octane.
Yeah, well, it wasn't.
I can feel
Lack
it.
of a better way to put it, didn't have the aftertaste where it was like dry. Like I didn't seem like I wanted to drink something,
Yeah.
anything
exactly.
to make my
Yeah.
mouth wet after drinking it.
And like-
That's why I was never a fan of wine, except well, when you're already drunk, you can drink Mad Dog 2020.
here's
that's
cherry
not
cobbler
really-
wine,
There's only been one.
apple
one.
pie wine,
Champagne.
bean
that's
blossom
another one.
hard cider.
I
I
had it a
hate
couple
champagne.
times.
I hate champagne. Mainly
Camelot
because of
mead.
One
the,
that was decent.
the,
but
bu-
that could have
the
been
drunk
because I was
that you get.
drunk already. I don't know.
Yeah, I've never had champagne. I'm not rich.
I'm pretty
never
sure
have
that
been.
the shit I tried really wasn't champagne. It's just they slapped that shit on the bottle.
Right.
Here's some ginger ale that you think's champagne.
Yeah. Where's the open bar?
Let's see.
I'll
Here we
drink
go.
whatever you want after that.
Ready for the Jack and
Shop.oliverwinery.com.
Coke.
Yeah,
I won't
$10.
drink that.
Camelot mead.
Crown and Coke.
Crown, yeah.
And it's a honey wine,
Yeah.
and it's a local honey wine. So it was one of those like, I will taste it because I got so turned off on like just the pure honey wine because it was like way too much honey. Where the stuff like this that comes with the hibiscus or some other flavors added to it, where it makes it something that doesn't, I don't know if I'm the only one, like, too much honey.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I just can't do too much of the honey taste. And that's what the very first mead that I ever tasted.
I might go out and buy me a bottle of Green Apple Crown tomorrow.
I will see you Sunday.
if you mix it with cream soda, it's almost
Well-
like a damn caramel apple.
Well, I can't do the cream soda, but, we'll find something.
But yeah, the vanilla crown and the green apple crown, you mix either one of them with the cream soda. Oh my god! One tastes like a root beer float, and the other one tastes like a caramel apple. Or you can just sit there and drink the shit out of the green apple because
It's green apple.
it's green apple and it tastes good. And next thing you know, you're
So
waking up
who-
wondering why the hell you made it to the middle of the driveway.
Who's bringing the tin cup? Because that was something that lasted for a minute that was delicious that I could actually take a shot of.
Ask tomorrow.
Okay. Well, no, I'll ask Sunday. Because then that when we're...
Yeah, but ain't you gonna see him tomorrow?
I don't know.
Jim.
No, I'm not seeing... I don't think I'm seeing him tomorrow.
Jim, you're not seeing Jim tomorrow?
Am I seeing Jim tomorrow?
Well, yeah, we've got the show tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
What the hell?
Maybe I
Face the
need
show.
to. Maybe
No,
I
I was
just
thinking
need to
like...
bring.
we were talking about...
stupid.
We were talking about
No.
gaming and doing all the other stuff tomorrow.
Spaceball 1, he's going to Pat.
Well, no, we were talking about gaming and doing all the other
Plaid.
stuff tomorrow, and I was
He
like...
said plaid.
Plaid.
I thought you said he went pat. That was just as bad.
I meant to say plaid.
Surrounded by assholes.
He
went
totally went
I didn't
pat.
mean, no, I meant to say plaid.
No, I was thinking about gaming and all the other stuff, and I was like, well, no, we're, we'll see everybody Sunday, right? Totally space this show tomorrow.
Actually, I got to call Jim tomorrow and let him know what time Sunday, because I was debating Sunday or Monday. Because
That's okay. I have a feeling I'm going to have to call him and go, hey, remember, we're doing a show tomorrow.
well, when I left
Because
Monday,
we
they was talking
recorded
about
everything else.
raining on Sunday, but now they're saying that tomorrow's probably the worst day for rain. Sunday should be great, besides
Right.
hotter than hell. Good thing is 88 degrees today, and I was sitting under the carport, and I was still comfortable because of all the shade.
Good.
So,
Nice.
Yeah, it was nice enough. Dad fell asleep in the chair. Of course, he falls asleep everywhere now.
Like, it's nice enough that Stafford he fell asleep. Hey, buddy. Are you awake?
It's hot as shit in that room. Yeah, I passed out. Self-preservation.
Hey,
Everything slows down.
Went into emergency mode.
Hey, you're the one that put yourself there. I tried to make everywhere else in the house comfortable.
Oh man!
Because the air conditioner doesn't reach.
That room
Yeah.
or that room. Sometimes this room.
Well, I didn't realize that you'd okayed the use of the air conditioner because it was such a sticking point the other day. You're like,
Well, when you have this many bodies in here, it actually was it was comfortable when leaving the door shut.
The electrical equipment also puts off a whole lot of heat.
Right.
But as soon as like
You
everybody
remember
started coming in,
The camera room.
Monitor room.
Yeah. That
That's
was
why we had our
always-
own separate central air for it.
Right, because it was always, even with the air conditioner on, it was still a little bit warm.
Yeah, because when the AC went out for the rest of the facility, Carter come up and he's like, I'm going to hang out with you, and you got air conditioning up here. And we had water running down the inside of the window and controls looking like them bastards. I'm like, yep, it's cool in here.
Right? So,
but no, like it was one of those that I was looking at. And I was like, okay, well, it's comfortable in here. And then Bill showed up. Well, Hump showed up. Then Woody showed up, and I was like, okay, the temperature's starting to go click, click, click.
Right.
Well, before Bill showed up, I was like, well, let's just go ahead and put this in here. And I fired it up. I was like, whoa, well, that was a smoker house.
Well, yeah.
I was like, I might have to get Stafford to clean this.
This
I have no
house-
idea how that thing comes apart. I just pushed it out the window and smashed it on the driveway. I don't know.
Spray some Febreze in it.
Yeah.
There you
some
go.
oust or
all
something.
of the good ones that I gave Jim magically stopped working and no longer are coming back to me anymore.
What's that? Air conditioner?
Yeah, I gave him like 3
Do you need one?
for this room. Yeah.
I think I've got 2 window units at the house. Let me check.
Okay.
One I was given to me and it worked good, and another one, it was a small one I bought when my air conditioning was out last year. I bought a smaller one that kept a room like this, a little bit bigger than this. Kept it nice and cool. And the bigger one I put out in my living room, and it actually kept the downstairs of the house at about 77 degrees. And this is when it was 90 degrees last year. So
Nice.
like I said, one's a good size one. And they both work great though.
So this is just something that if we can cool this room down, because this is the room that gets a lot of people,
Yeah.
Well, if I
and
bring that
it
big
won't
batch grill,
bleed
I'll
into
guarantee
any of
you
the
that.
other rooms. So
No, that's why if you get another one for that one, I'm going to take out and put it in the other room.
Well, that big
but
batch
you
is
don't have
programmable.
a thing to actually pin it down
I don't
because
give a shit.
none of they'll fall
It'll
out.
be
and
fine. No, I'll put a block underneath it on top of the porch roof.
I was gonna say
I'll
like,
have to bring the small one though, because the big one needs something propped underneath of it. It's big.
I was gonna say like you can't actually put another
You
the
stick
thing down
under
because
the
it'll
front.
fall out, and I'll need to replace another window.
No,
Oh,
it'll be fine.
Jesus.
Put blocks in a 2x4.
That's what RJ said. And $100
I
and
get
some odd
no,
dollars later,
I'll get a.
I
get
had
a
to replace
2x4.
the window.
Amazingly enough, Sherry's room. We didn't get an air conditioner. We just got one of those fans, dual fans that set in the window. You close the window
Right.
down on top of it. We got that for her room, and they actually work pretty decent if you got central air in the rest of the house.
Well, that's the problem. Was like
He needs the ducts cleaned in this one, I think.
probably no. I seriously, I probably do. But none of the windows in his room actually like go up without falling out.
Really?
Yeah, like they straight up. I had to replace the window because RJ forgot to lock it.
Well, you also
Wind hit and it was like
fell in.
shattered.
Oh wow.
And so between that and the other one, like you can't raise them without them falling out of the tracks.
You also got to realize too that even with central air, heat still rises. So when
Oh,
you're
no,
cooling off
yeah.
the bottom, it's
Yeah.
forcing it all up here.
Right, and that's why I was trying to force it up in the attic.
Yeah, that's like I said. My house is 70
need to put
degrees
some holes in the
downstairs. Really nice and comfortable. You go upstairs, you can still. It's not uncomfortable, but there's a couple of degrees difference. You can tell.
Yeah.
But it's a hell of a lot better than not having it.
Need ventilation holes in the ceiling.
Yeah, but if it was
Just
your
get the
idea,
shotgun.
you'd be like, boom, 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 boom.
Well, yeah.
Ventilation holes.
Yeah.
9mm holes. It's
Right.
ventilation.
That's a nice grouping. Damn right it is.
Would that be an excuse? He said he was hot, so I ventilated him.
Get some flow through ventilation.
Flow through.
Let's put some speed holes in that car for him.
I just say you put them in your car, then they're speed holes.
Yeah.
It's like him go fast stickers.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm looking for some. If you, no, I don't know. But if you look at the Tahoe,
The dog's out.
He's growling down the.
I stuck the
growling
sticker
and
on.
whining
I
down
say,
the.
if you look at the
Stairs,
Tahoe, it
These
looks
size
like
sticker.
a sheriff's car.
I should have brought that sticker up I got with my clutches. That'd confuse the shit out of everybody.
Oh yeah.
Why's he got a clutch sticker for a Harley on the back of his car?
There you go.
But
I
like,
did see the numbers on the back of it. I was mighty impressed.
Oh, yeah, 28.
28.
well, we're getting the 42 for
It's
you.
got a PA, buddy.
Which one's
Yeah.
42?
Yeah.
Who was 42?
Bill.
I'm going to be 42.
Which one was 42?
Bill, the
It's
from
meaning
Bill.
of life, the universe, and everything else.
Yeah, yeah. It's from something else.
And then what did you settle on?
I
So-
decided to settle on 60.
okay, so he's 60,
60.
28.
It was a
42.
better time. I had more fun as 60 than I did as 90.
Yeah.
Working for
either
Dad.
that or
Those are.
either that I
Captain's
was
secretary, basically. Dispatch.
dispatch. I was 60.
So you're
Oh,
looking
hell,
at-
I did that for a while. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I know, right? They grab everybody. Like, hey, you're going to do this. Yeah. Okay.
It was either
So you're looking at
42
control.
or BR549.
Yeah.
I'm trying to when we get our ham license. I personally am trying for KNERD
K-Nerd.
1-2.
Nice.
That I'm hoping, but it probably won't happen.
It doesn't take much to get a ham license anymore because
$15. You have to. It's $15, and you have to pass a 32 question test to get it.
open
no
book,
more.
all online.
No. You actually have to go. And it's like 32 questions out of 500 possible questions,
Oh, okay.
and you can literally take it. Like you can go from like
What the hell kind of questions they asking?
stuff like
How do you bake one?
frequency questions to standard SWR questions to just
You start throwing initials and you lose me.
Right.
standing wave questions.
Yeah, it's going to be like 5 years before I get this license.
Well, I got a question because everybody
Can you
uses
answer who the fuck cares?
no,
You don't have to learn
well,
Morse
you
code
can.
anymore, though.
but yeah, you don't have to for any of them. So you can actually, if you can make it from your technicians to your extra, you can do anything on all ham levels. You can operate within the rules of all ham levels.
And
Is that
you
license
have to
lifetime?
redo it.
No, it's month.
Month.
No, it's yearly.
But do you have to take test every year?
No. It's just basically you pay a little bit and you keep your.
So it's like a
thing.
motorcycle endorsement.
Yeah,
You pass the test, you're done. As
Yeah,
long
you
as you
just gotta keep
pay
up
the
with
money,
Yeah.
yeah, and it's not a
which
whole
makes
lot.
my license $40-some at the time I gotta get it.
Right.
But no, but it's like
I gotta get that little star on my license. You know about that?
yeah, I
Yeah,
just
I've
did.
had it since they started offering it. I was like, let me get this shit out of the way real quick.
Right?
What do
Yeah,
I gotta take?
do that next
Take my license up there?
Well, I had to take in like
I know for a woman it's a hell of a pain in the ass.
yeah, you got to
Yeah.
prove especially if they've been married.
Yeah.
Right?
Because you basically need like your social security card, current license, practically a birth certificate or
Birth
passport, piece of mail,
2 pieces of mail.
2 pieces of mail, and then there's something else. But
If you're a
Social
woman,
Security-
if you're a
they
woman,
wanna-
if you're
Social
you're-
Security
you're-
card.
Oh, you
If
gotta have
you're a woman,
you have to have
you
a
need
marriage certificate.
marriage certificate, social security card, 2 pieces of mail, previous driver's license,
Bo, knock
and, and all sorts. I mean, it's,
Yeah, it's crazy for one. I knew that. Like if you've been divorced, you have to actually have some paperwork on that.
Yep. You got to prove you are who you are.
but once you do it,
It's the national ID.
It's done.
it's done. So renewing, it just becomes I need
Yeah.
to remove my license.
Yeah, I didn't even have to go into the BMV to
Renew
renew
the license.
the license. No, I've just
Next
paid
time
it
you will.
online. Next
Yeah.
time I will, because you can't do it more than
2 times in a row.
Right. You have to go the previous time.
I start finding all that crap. I know I got Social Security card, birth certificate. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Well, the problem with like my wife is she was born in Valparaiso, and we weren't sure like if we had a copy or like a legitimate copy, something that was official.
Yep.
Of her birth certificate. So we were like,
Yeah, because you got to go to the county.
Yeah,
county you were born in.
because you can't go to Anderson to pick up.
No, you got to go.
You have to go to Valparaiso.
That's why I have a signed, sealed copy of my birth certificate in my fireproof safe.
Yep.
No,
Boop.
I do mine too.
Yep.
I need to do that.
Heather was like, I don't even have a copy of my Social Security card. I was like, well,
Jesus.
you need a
Yeah,
copy
you
of
got to
your
have that.
Like,
Yeah, I think you can get
You know,
online
even-
and do that now.
yeah, but the weird thing about that is
Last
they
time I had to
send
get a
it
copy,
in-
I actually had to go to the Social Security office.
They send it in a card thing. Like, you pull it off, whatever. But, like, anybody who saw it through the entire mail process sees your Social Security number.
Right.
And I was like, how is that safe? Like, seriously, it's not even, like, my debit card is more secure than my Social Security number.
Well, if you think about it, all I got to do is put numbers down on any paperwork.
Who's
If it shows you exactly what, my
Right.
wife, we looked at hers one time and found out she was renting an apartment in California.
Seriously, dog, go. That's my bum
I
leg.
just filled out some numbers.
Right?
You know, it wasn't hurting her credit or nothing like that. She actually called him up and said, hey, look, this ain't me. But still, it's just, when the paperwork comes up, it's like, oh, look, 3 numbers, 2 numbers, 4 numbers. I'll just fill some numbers in.
Yep.
976.
Good
Eight-
time.
Who's
Eight
still got
Ford
the original
Dick.
Social Security cards?
What?
Everybody still got their original Social Security cards?
Actually, I do.
God, no.
The ones that say not to be used as a
As-
form of identification?
Yep.
I might still have mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've lost mine. Actually, I carried mine in my wallet for years, and I think I destroyed it.
Yeah.
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 Mine got destroyed in the washer.
Because I think it was 79 or 80 were the last years that it said not to be used as a form of identification. Or used as a,
Well, remember when the state was putting your Social Security number on your license?
Yeah.
For a while, they asked if they wanted it, and then went in one time. I was like, "Don't you ask about Social Security?" No, we put that on there anyway now. And then somebody sued them, and they took it off.
Yeah.
I feel
Now
bad.
it's all in that magnetic, or that, not the magnetic strip, but the
thing
QR
is-
thing on the back.
Yeah.
I feel
don't-
bad. Whose name is on that?
If you're pulling me over for a speeding ticket, why the hell you need my Social Security number? If I have a license,
That was in my wallet.
So is yours in hers?
No, mine is also in my wallet.
How does she pronounce this middle name?
Jeree. So there's mine.
Does it have on the...
No, it does not. The one I have in this fire safe does have not for
Identification purposes.
identification purposes.
He
Because I
was
found
just-
it after I
He was
requested
just
it.
saying that she didn't know where her card was at, and he's hoarding it the whole damn time.
Now all she needs is a birth certificate.
And I do believe we have that.
Is it in your wallet too?
No, it's in the fire safe.
Yep, let me whip that out.
But no, like she literally was
Hobbit
like,
scissor
"Hey, do you
pack
have
rats."
this?" No, she's like, "Do you have this?" I don't know. So I've started to anything that has her in that she needs. I've been hoarding because she
Loses her wallet every other day.
because she sits down like she's like she has a wallet.
it's bad enough around my house. All my kids' Social Security cards, stuff like that, goes to her mom's house because her mom can remember where the shit's put at.
Right?
But no, like she had my wife has a wallet, and every time she goes to the restroom, it falls out on the floor. Every time she hops out of certain vehicles, it falls on the floor. And she's like, "I got my wallet." It happens enough that she actually is like, "No, I have my wallet."
Oh, this is a Sherry story. We got on the bank cards to take to Germany with them because PNC offers free debit card stuff like that for students. It's a student account.
I notice he's not giving that to her now.
But,
But he found it either.
Sherry gets her
No,
cards, so she
it's
automatically
gonna go in the thing.
Sherry gets her cards, automatically takes them. Oh, I'm gonna put these in the truck. I was like, "Do you really think?" Or Angie looked at her and said, "Do you really think that's a good idea just to lock that up, or put that in the truck?"
Yeah,
You're
why
probably
not?
right. So she went out and got it back out of the truck. It's like, you don't leave everything in a vehicle, kid. Especially a debit
No.
card or anything like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, instead of sending cash with them, we're just putting so much in that account. And they say when you get over there, though, just get cash out. Because my niece did that. And the charge to use a debit card from here over in Germany.
Like $10.
Yeah, if you buy something for $20, the next thing you know, you look up and they've taken $35 out of your account.
Mm-hmm.
Because you've got the exchange rate plus the charges to do it and everything like that. But they say if you go to an ATM, it's like a $2 or $3 charge.
That's better.
But yeah, it's a hell of a lot safer than handing them $300 worth of cash too.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know, fellas. I'm starting to hurt.
Fading fast.
No. With the knee doing its thing and doing like the injections and stuff, it's like I'm starting to ache.
Yeah. Well, I was pretty much threatened to let you know that we are buying the damn berries for the next batch of that dragon blood.
You will let us have some more of your dragon's blood.
Or dragon's breath.
Yeah, or we will withhold our contribution. Like everybody's like,
No, now I'm arguing with my wife about the cats. I'm like, I'll feed the cats.
I told you about the cat Dad
9
has.
millimeters at a time.
That finishes up the
She got
mustache
home
with Kittler.
and fed them again. I'm like, I fed the cats and left them up cat food to feed them in the morning.
no, they will eat it all
Right.
until they're full.
Yep.
Right?
They'll
So-
They're not as bad as dogs. Like they'll actually stop and like, okay, I'm full. I'll let that let, and then
Not our
no,
cats.
I'm kind of hungry. I need to go back.
See, my dog
No.
dogs ain't too bad because we got one of those feeder things where you pour a bunch of just dry dog food in it.
Uh-huh.
They'll eat a little bit and they're fine. I
Bo-
only got to fill it up every so often.
It's that Bo will eat until he explodes.
Yeah.
we have
Don't horses do that? Honestly. Aren't horses known for doing that? You can founder them? Or something
I
like
think
what it's
that's-
called?
I think that you'd have to ask the wife, but I think that's where or is it colicking? I can't remember. But there's something like if they get an upset belly, they'll like roll on the ground and it'll like twist their stomach up into a big knot and
Yeah.
it won't digest.
Yeah.
Well, they should probably quit doing that shit.
Well, they don't realize it. Just,
They
just
learn the hard way.
Yeah, they just don't feel well. And they're like, well, if I roll around, it maybe you feel better.
Ladies and gentlemen, why we have the automobile.
right? Even though if my wife breaks another one, I'm still going to get her a big carriage. I saw one for sale over in Elwood, fully enclosed.
Keep it away from Josh.
Have you ever been down to the state fair when they have the big draft horses pulling the
Don't worry.
big wagons?
Says, tell Brian I'm giving some to Angie so he can have some of hers.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Hey. But we're over here promoting this stuff
Hey, I got mine. I don't care no more.
and like doing like all sorts of stuff. There needs to be something that comes to the station for promotions. Just saying.
There probably will be.
Just think, we could go on like this. We can open up our own damn restaurant, bar /
Hey, and
whorehouse, stripper, or whatever.
if we get the artisan,
Boy, it got out of hand fast, didn't it? Artisan bar, or restaurant, whorehouse, strippers,
That's what we'll do. We'll buy the
black
office.
tar heroin.
We'll get
cocaine.
the office. I'll brew in the back and we'll sell it up for
That's where the real money comes from.
and that's still for
Poppies.
sale.
Poppies. I got the poppies going out back.
That'd be poppy wine.
Okay,
Poppies
we're all
will make
getting,
them sweet.
we're all getting white suits now.
They just say they just live down the road from mom and dad.
Upset belly is colic.
Is it?
Yes. That. Yeah.
But seriously, though, I mean, I'd heard there's one animal that will eat until they die. They won't stop eating. I can't remember what it was.
I don't know. Our horses constantly eat.
Yeah, but they're not dead. I mean,
Yeah.
you figure it can't be a horse because you throw a round bell out there. And, you know,
Apparently, a dog will eat until it dies. A cat will eat until it dies, and a horse will eat until it dies.
Oh, all these pets. What's that say about us?
I know, like, we have a couple of cats at the house that when you feed them, they get so frantic because, like, there's food in the bowl. Oh my God. They will, like, eat so fast, and then they'll jump down and be like, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It's like,
That worked out great for you, didn't it?
right.
New cats.
It's like a little kid at Halloween that first year, and they eat the whole bag of candy.
Right. And then.
Oh, by the way, and
dogs-
apparently cows, if you leave them like in a certain area where they can eat, just eat, they'll eat until they just keel over, and they also will drink enough, like so much water, that they'll drown.
Oh, wow.
Because cows are really.
How did
Really
cows
stupid.
evolve? How did they get to where they're at now? If they would do that,
Human.
My wife-
human
how are there any still left?
because of human.
Before that, though,
No,
it
like
says
how did they
tasty.
last to the point of?
They probably weren't. They've been bred.
So
to the
cows
point-
evolved after humanity.
Well, the thing is, you've got
they've evolved.
retarded.
cows that graze in the fields all day, and they don't eat themselves to death. So
Right.
it's
Right.
maybe the ones that
Where
do
you
it got
getting these
something
facts
only wrong
from?
with
My
it.
wife has just said that we don't need it promoted because it's only for us. Ha ha ha. I want all the wine. All your wine belonged to us. Bust out an old school joke there.
Negative.
All your wines are belong to us.
I have set you up the bomb.
I don't want to start a fight.
I have set them up the bomb.
No, we'll share.
Like, there's only so much you can drink before you become alcoholic.
Right?
So therefore,
We need to share so all my friends become alcoholics.
Exactly.
There's only so much you can drink before you forget how many bottles you had.
Right? Like, you totally drink like 5 bottles. I drank 2. No.
Right, 5.
You drank 5. Are you sure?
Yeah,
No,
see,
positive.
you numbered them. Look at the numbers on the bottles.
You've never woke up and thought, Jesus Christ, how much did I drink last night?
Yeah,
5 becomes an 8 real quick.
right. Even though I still,
I quit
still have
drinking
to
when I
say
ran out
that
of toes to count on.
one of my funniest memories back in my drinking way too much days was it down at Knob Creek,
Yeah.
and everybody was hungry. I was still kind of like laying in the back of my Yukon. I pop the thing. Stafford picks up my bottle of scotch. Is like, Scotchy. You want to fix breakfast? Scotchy.
Come get it, Betty. Come get it.
But all in all, that was a grand old time.
It was a damn good breakfast, too.
Yeah. Well, listen,
We need to
first-
do another big breakfast like we used to do over at the house on Norfolk.
Hey, you
We
know
can do
what?
that.
Anytime.
Well, it's
anywhere.
not gluten-free, so you...
You know what?
Yeah,
As long
to
as there's meat, I will deal with it.
Well,
Say
what-
there's no gluten.
You know it's
in
only a
eggs,
matter
right?
of time when they find something in meat you're allergic to, right?
Then I will die.
I can say,
'Cause
hell,
it's
if
the only
they
thing I
found
can really
gluten
eat.
in bread, they're going to find something in meat before too long.
You know
Usually-
what? Like I can't. I will deal with that.
Yeah, usually it was like a big plate of, like a big pan of scrambled eggs.
I can eat
Yeah.
that.
And we do like a couple of cans of the Watt biscuits.
Yep.
I can't do that, but I can do the
Some
scrambled eggs.
sausage gravy.
Sausage gravy.
I can-
Sausage.
I can do
bacon.
sausage. I can do
Yeah.
bacon.
As long as everybody like doesn't
Well, it's got to
eat-
be the not the crispy bacon.
Well,
No, it'll be the deep fried bacon.
Right.
Ooh, I never did that.
Oh yeah.
I just always get the thick cut bacon.
Yeah. But what I do is
Maple bacon.
since I was making a whole bunch for everybody,
Yeah.
I just
Maple-
dropped a whole
maple
pound
peppered
down
bacon?
in my
Deep,
Deep
fryer?
fryer?
No shit.
and I cooked it all to a great, perfect, not too crisp, not too floppy.
well, the
goodness.
problem is because I don't have.
I fixed something once. I had a bunch
There's
of
certain things that I don't have
Yeah.
that if it's too crispy, it slices gums. So,
Yeah.
You need to toughen them gums up, sir.
oh no, I can eat steak. What are you talking about,
You just need to
sir?
start chewing on rocks.
But the
Pancakes. We used to do pancakes, too. Remember
pancakes, and I'd make a big old, huge pot of like my grandma's sausage gravy.
that? Yeah.
Oh, we would eat really good. It was a good
For
time.
hours.
Yeah, it was a good time.
There's a shitload of people come over.
Then down in Knob Creek, were you there for that, Woody?
Which one?
when I was cooking
Scotchy,
breakfast.
Scotch.
Was that a spring one?
Yeah.
Because that may have been the one where I got sick right before we left.
Like, I had my 2-burner stove and my 1-burner stove.
Yeah, because the 1-burner is when I warped the
Tailgate
tailgate
on
on
your
the Ford. Yeah, warped that bed liner for the piece for the tailgate.
Yeah, because the first thing I would do is I
I don't think I
fired
would
up.
have done that.
I didn't think about it.
We didn't think about it till actually after
It happened.
I was like, son of a bitch.
well, god darn.
But like on the 1-burner, like I found it was on clearance at Walmart.
Yeah.
It was a Coleman drip coffee maker that you could put on a 1-burner propane stove.
It was my best friend.
So I'd fire up the coffee, then I'd put the big plate on there, make scrambled eggs, and I had a big griddle that covered my whole 2-burner stove. And I cooked sausage patties on one side, and to fry the hash browns, the grease would like leak over to the other side, and I'd put those big square rectangle like
Frozen
frozen
like
hash
McDonald's
browns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I
On
can
the
do
other
hash browns,
side,
too.
and they would cook in all of that sausage grease.
It was awesome.
And it was epic. It was like epic breakfast.
And then
Sounds
the
like a
rounds
good
started
time.
going down range, and machine guns started going off. It was just like, America.
America.
Sitting in the camp,
Speaking
watching
of
the
which,
tracers fly
Huey
over.
flying overhead.
Speaking of which, it is that time.
Oh man.
Time to go.
Yes, it is time to go.
Well, I'm
Then some.
I'm just thankful I felt well enough to get up the stairs.
So are we. We had a good time.
I'm really hoping to feel even better tomorrow because they say like as you walk and the cortisone works to the knee, it'll get even more better. It's like yeah.
Just make sure you kind of keep it elevated, I guess. Isn't that how that works? It's supposed to keep it elevated to help it.
No.
Or
The
is it-
doctor
does it
actually
matter?
said the more
You move it?
you move it, the more that cortisone works around into
Oh,
the
okay.
joint.
That's what they said when I got it in my
Yeah.
shoulder. They're like, the more you do stuff, the more it break. It'll come
Yep.
through.
So
That
But
means we'll
it-
see you next week.
next week,
Send back
Sick.
time, send back channel. And
Deuces.
more alcohol.
bye.